That's such an abrupt ending to that song. It's kind of interesting. Um, let's see here. Everything appears to be going well. If anyone's out there, anyone at all, I just haven't had my chat update, but can you let me know how the sound is coming through, how my voice is coming through? I've changed my sound settings a little bit, and I'm hoping that it produces a little less of a harsh sound. Sometimes I just feel like the stream kind of comes across as being harsh, so hopefully this fixes something or fixes things. We are on day 2. We're on basically a deadly brawler first time playthrough run on the Treebeard server where you can adjust the landscape difficulty. And we're just getting started basically. We're working through the Shire. It's going to be a completionist run, so I'm getting all the deeds done. I got a few deeds done off stream, and in doing so, I actually completed a quest, but I haven't turned it in yet. So this is basically exactly where we were when we stopped. We're in Budgeford, and I was actually able to talk to the Black Rider at night because it was in the evening. So that's where we're going to start. So let's start turning things in and see where things go. Critic, welcome. Critic, how is the stream sounding to you, my friend? And Penny, how is the stream sounding to both of you? I sound very quiet. Okay, let me adjust this gain then. I turned it down a little bit. Okay, how is this? Is this a little bit better? I turned the gain down in general, just because I thought I was sounding a little too harsh, but I think maybe I might have done a little bit too much of the alterations. So let me still quiet, guys. Still quiet compared to usual. I mean, I'm not yelling or anything either, so not yet. So let me try something here. 1 second. Dum 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 dum. Now, where is that program? Hmm. Okay. Yeah, it's still quiet. Have my volume all the way up. Okay, good to know. I just did a sound test with the Roo actually, and he said it sounded okay, but it could be just going live as a different thing. So let me increase this. Oh, I'm actually very low on there, so my ears are broken. Oh no. Um. Oh, I get you. So okay, I've increased the gain to that. So hopefully that sounds a little bit better. And if necessary, I can increase the gain on the actual mic as well. I sound good now? Okay, good. All right, sounds good. I will take your advice, Penny. So here we go. Thanks, guys. All right, good. Solving the problem of the gain is just like it's something that I'm kind of concerned about because they recommend that you have the mic right up to your mouth when you're doing it so you can keep the gain as low as possible. But I find when I do that, I don't know, maybe I'm messing around with my settings too much, but anyway, enough about this sound, right? It's Lotro time. So glad you're with us on this Tuesday. Uh, what are we today? March 22nd. March is almost gone. Wow, that's crazy. We did have the March break, and it was already almost gone. So here we go. We're still working on this burglar or not burglar, brawler, and I've got the difficulty set to deadly. So it's a completionist run. So I'm running through the Shire. You have a wave, don't you? They're good at counteracting the distance thing. I do. I have the wave 3. But watching videos from Elgato, they have some recommendations. They're like, just because you have the mic doesn't mean it's gonna automatically sound good or whatever. So you have to do things properly. So I'm kind of noobish to this. So um, and I do have the pop filter now for it, so I picked that up. Um, let's see here. What have I got to do? Way of the Maelstrom. I was kind of working on deeds. Penny, no surprise there. So I've got some deeding done in the Shire. Like I got the wolves done, I got the slugs done. At the moment, I'm just turning in quests, and I think I have one more to turn in. But yeah, like I, yeah, critic. Like I said, I'm still pretty noobish at the whole thing, and you know, like I kind of wanted to do a combination thing. I started off with a blue yeti, and you can hear in some of the earlier
Mercy
streams what that
me!
sounds like, and I actually thought it was pretty good. Um, but I
Goodness,
think
could you help me with something?
Secret of the Collar. Bring the rune inscribed collar to the elf near Woodhall. So, I actually, looking back at the vids and looking at some of the new ones, or the VODs, the new ones sound better to me. They sound like it's like a full, rich sound. So, oh, who's this here? Who's coming by on that pig? Aralicia from the Risen. The Risen, I feel, is like one of the more active kins on the server now. I know a couple of people from that kinship. They went over from the Dances with Ents kinship. And, so I kind of have an in if I wanted to bring a character over, because I'd run a few things with these folks, and they they said, you know, if you ever want to kind of run stuff, let us know, because you know we had a good time. The brawler should have been a hobbit. I can't do it, Penny. I can't do it just because, um, you know, I've been running this hobbit burglar, and I you know, when you're so small and you're looking and you see everything like this, you know, like you're just kind of, I'm running through the woods, and you know you just have everything. It's true. It drives me nuts, and it may be just, you know, I think we had this conversation once before. You play a lot of Hobbit characters, but in real life, you're actually a tall lady, and I'm a tall guy too. So it's like, you know, it's kind of neat sometimes to play a little person, but at the same time, I like my I like my long shanks. You know what I mean? So, um, oh, we're fighting a harvest fly. So I've been doing these deeds, and I've been trying to figure it out, and I was like, what does this do? Oh no! I'm gonna get burned. Oh, I'm telling you, this deadly stuff is not a joke, folks. Okay, there we go. You can get caught really quickly, and I don't have any like resistance foods or anything. Um, and if you get caught in the Eye of Sauron, it can definitely upset you. Okay, so I've got the prickly broom leaves. I've got to bring those to Wilmar Bolger. Yeah, and you know, another thing too is that I tend to build characters now based on like I've got so many characters. You know, I rolled so many alts over the years, and I have, at first my obsession was with dwarves, right? Everything had to be a dwarf, and then I went through this obsession with elves, where all of my characters had to be elves. I'm going to the wrong place here. I need to talk to that elf near Woodhall, and I just went up the Yale height. So then I had the obsession with dwarves. Anything but men. My attitude back then was like, the race of man is a boring race. You know, they had the man heal, and hey Noah, welcome aboard, and hope you're having a good day, Noah. Are you still mending well? Are you still kind of getting over that cold? Hopefully everything is on the up and up for you. Actually heard last night that John actually had the beginnings of a cold, and I said, you gave it to him, Noah. You gave him that cold. So, let's see here, Secret of the Collar. So now I have to defeat Laugfoot, this warg. Feeling a lot better, still a little sick. Okay, all right. Well, keep you know, kind of babying yourself. Like get a lot of rest, eat healthy, you know, and take care of yourself, because I find the worst feeling is when you get a cold, and then you're just getting over it, and you feel like, hey, I'm over the cold, and then all of a sudden you get sick again. Like it's like you catch the same bloody cold, you know. Sadly, I just had to pop in and say hi. About to leave for several hours. Hope you have a... Oh, Critic! You got some plans. Well, thank you very much for the stop by. And I hope you enjoy whatever it is that you're doing for the next several hours. And, you know, I gotta say, Critic, the only advantage to this, there's only one advantage, is that some other folks will have a chance to get some riddles. Because Critic, you're pretty quick on those. Neurogen, welcome. And how you doing? How you doing today? Hopefully you're doing well. Off to a good... Oh, going to your mother's for dinner. Ooh, I should do that. Critic, you're kind of hit me in a soft spot there. I really should go take my mom out to dinner, and have a good meal and chat with my mom. My mom's a little on the older side now, and you know she's had a rough winter. But anyway, that's beside the point. And not too bad. How are you? I'm doing okay. I had a really rough night last night. I couldn't fall asleep. It was like insomnia.
Day, isn't it?
So I was up till like, I want to say about 3 or 4 in the morning. At one point I was just overheated. I think the weather changes that we're going through up here, like we've gone from -30. Farewell, and may the blessings of elves and men and all free folk go with you. Very well said. Very well said. And I like that emote. Not only mine, the other one. So, but yeah, so it was a late night. I just couldn't get comfortable. But I was up this morning, and surprisingly, you know, maybe it's just one of those things where it's bring bandages to Callum. Look for signs of the Black Rider over there. I need to take these skills off my my thing. They're kind of messing me up. I just need to remember to do them. Okay, there we go. So it was a bit of a rough night, but I'm feeling much better today. Honestly, I am. It's a Warg of Budgeford as well. We got to do that one. Okay, so look for signs of the Black Rider. That's down in Puttyfoot's Fields, and then defeat the Warg. We've already actually finished the deed for all of the quests in the Shire. So now it's just a matter of finishing them all. So, I must talk to my friend the Green-Eyed Gamer and ask her if she considers a completionist run done when you, let me see here, where's this cloak? There it is. If she considers it done when a zone is completely deeded out, or is it do every quest in every zone? Because I'm not sure if she's done, for example, like group questing in the Misty Mountains, but I drew inspiration on this completionist run from her, 100% sort of thing. So we shall see. Yeah, so this morning I was actually able to, going back to my original thought, I was actually able to get a lot done. And yes, I just got done with dishes, in case anyone was wondering. No, I need like a dish counter on the stream, like, you know, Noah's dish count, and it's like, you know, today 1, or maybe it's already at 2 or 3. I'm not sure, you know, like we need one of those. We do. You show those dishes, Noah. Oh. Okay. I tell you, it's been a little while since I played, I've never played a Deadly character on, well, I think maybe Steely Dad a little bit. He was on Deadly, but, I've done dishes 2 times today. Alright, so that's 2 already. I mean, you're already well on your way to 3. I mean, there's still dinner. Dinner's still coming, I'm assuming. Started the stream a little bit earlier than I normally do. I usually start at about 4:45, but I'm honestly, a couple of factors here. One, as I've just explained, I'm tired. You know, like I've done, I'm tired, but I feel good. It's like, you know, when you finish a workout and you have that kind of like, I did it, you know, sort of thing, and you're a little bit on the body tired side, but mentally you're like, yeah, you know, I conquered that workout, and or I did really well on that endeavor, you know. So I had a lot of phone calls today for work, and I felt like I got through all of them really well. So that was a bonus there. So decided, yep, I'm gonna start the stream early. We'll see how it goes. My plan is to stream until about 8 o'clock. Definitely get the Shire done. Definitely, that's my plan. Hopefully get Arid Lewin done as well. That would be pretty cool. And we'll just see who wanders in. Today was a busy day, folks. A busy day for Lotro streams. I had 4 streams open at one point in time. Unfortunately, just due to my status and being in meetings and whatnot, I was only able to listen to the volume in one of them. Um, so I had the Green
Hello.
Eye Gamer stream up. I
Might
had
I have a word with you?
Cats and Combat stream up when she was streaming earlier. I had Christie's stream up, and I also had Lyra 1986's stream up as well. So I had 4 streams going all day long, just supporting. It's pretty cool. Like at first, I was kind of one thing I learned. I made a good friend early in the streaming, and we're not all that close anymore. But at the same time, he contributed a lot, and that was Man Bear J. And one of the things I was talking to him about is I remember one time I said, well, I was going to start a stream, a Lotro stream, but he was streaming Lotro at the time, and I said, I saw you were streaming. I didn't want to like divide the audience or whatnot, and I didn't really get it. Right? I didn't really get the fact that you could lurk in another stream and the streamer would still kind of be supported. You'd have folks, and while it's nice to kind of have the maybe the only stream going on, as sometimes you're lucky enough to be the one and everybody's tuning in. It's not such a bad thing to stream at the same time as someone else, and don't feel like, oh, you shouldn't stream because so and so is streaming. And so that was kind of a good lesson that he taught me early, and I appreciate that. Another thing that was going on today too, I think one of the reasons everybody was excited, and I had 4 Lotro streams up at the same time, is there was supposed to be a casual stroll through the new territory, which is Yondershire, and it was supposed to take place this afternoon. Let's see here. Nothing that he has is so bandages. Broad count the bandages, and that's that. That's that for that quest. I'm going to bring the saltpeter to Hyacinth Took, because that's a long quest, and you kind of wander all over the Shire to get that one done. But yeah, so that was supposed to happen today. It's been rescheduled, folks. So if you're looking for up to date information, I'm sure it's been mentioned on the aforementioned streams, but I was working, so I wasn't really able to pay attention. But it's been rescheduled to Friday, this coming Friday, March 25th, at 11:30 till 1 p.m. So I think I'm not sure if a casual stroll is going to do it under a casual stroll, or if it's going to be Cord himself just doing because that's usually Cord's time between noon and 1 on Fridays. So he streams to Facebook and Twitch, and so I think that might be when that's going to happen. So now I can turn in Old Odo's leaf farm as well here. Got a bunch of turn-ins going on. One thing I haven't done on this stream yet is, or on this character, is choose a crafting profession. I think that's the one thing that I'm just going to do off stream. Not really sure what I'm going to make him. I have all the crafting pretty much covered, so it's just a matter of
How do you do?
of making a choice going with it. What do I need a second thing of? Jeweler is always nice, because sometimes you get jeweler recipes and then you can make 2 of something, right? You can make 2 rings or 2 bracelets instead of just the one. I always found it nice to have 2 cooks and 2 scholars as well. Cooks being that when you craft cooking recipes from the guild.
What do you need?
Well, I need anything because I have no jewelry right now. So let's get that bracelet going. Let's see here. Yeah, so then you get an output of 25 of each item, and once you it's the same thing goes for potions. If you're a scholar and you're making yourself like high level potions, you only get a batch of 25. And if you're a raider, you do go through potions and food quite. Talk to Hart Holman and Overhill. Okay, perfect. And there's Bayola. I'm going to wait. Oh, I can't. Oh, there. Perfect. Okay, so let's let's see here. Let's zoom back over to Budgeford. Yeah, so if you have 2 cooks, if you have 2 potion makers, you're gonna get 50, which is a stack, right? So things in the game stack to 50s, as far as consumables go. So that's a good idea. Another thing that you get out of, you know, not so much a scholar, but if you get a jeweler and a cook, if you choose tinker as your profession, you get access to the jeweler profession, you get access to the cook profession, and you get access to prospecting. So the nice thing about being a tinker over a yeoman, which is cook, farmer, and I believe, what is the other thing for cook, for yeoman? Maybe it is prospecting as well. Anyway, it's good to have the prospectors. I know if you're taking a historian, the only thing that you can gather is scholar nodes, and you can track farming crops, but that's really not terribly exciting. So the advantage of being able to mine more ore is that you can spread it over your characters. You get more ore for all the characters, and you know, it just kind of it's a nice complement. So I hope everybody's off to a good Thursday. Do I have anything of note? Other than the change to the producer, or the casual stroll, I really don't have much to report. I will actually say a couple of things, though, which was pretty kind of cool that I kind of overheard, and I was, you know, like in another stream and whatnot, and I think there's just a general consensus. Okay, so this is Fate of the Black Rider. Talk to Folgo Fallowhide. And then I've got to turn in the Warg of Budgeford. So, what I was getting at is that it really does seem like there's some hype going on around this game again. You know, we're getting people who are, you know, I'm reading World Chat. I actually played a little bit on Arkenstone earlier. I have a couple of characters that I'm just playing once a week, just kind of casually. There's a lot of friends who have their mains there, and I haven't played on a live server in about 2 years. You know, if you can call Anor alive, it's actually a legendary server, so it's kind of not. Let's see here. Fogel Fallowhide is in the Golden Perch in stock. Okay. So there's a hype. There's a bit of a hype. Now, we don't feel it as much I don't find on the legendary servers, just because our cap is still low, and most people who are returning to the game, or maybe trying the game out for a first time, are playing the free-to-play option. So the nice thing about the free-to-play option, of course, is that on the live servers, a lot of new things have been added. Like, you can take there's no currency cap, you get more virtue slots. There are some nice bonuses. But the upcoming announcement from the producer's letter has really turned a lot of people into, like, there's a lot of buzz, there's a lot of excitement going on, and a lot of people are making their return now. And I think it's maybe because they you know, they want to be a part of when the quest packs go live, and they figure maybe it'll take you know, I'm gonna cheat, little guys, here. I'm gonna go calling for charcoal. I'm gonna mithril coin over to there, just for expedience sake. There we go. Heart says charcoal. All right, here we go. Well, one thing you can do: defeat the Great Black Bear first, and then you can get the charcoal. Well, what is this? Oh, I think this is a homestead quest. It is building the Meikle Delving homestead. Well, look at who it is. It's real Mr. Dom. It's not the false Mr. Dom. Dominator, I'm asking you now. Was there a false Mr. Dom? Was there an impersonator? I always, you know, I think maybe we've had this conversation, but you know what? I'm getting old. So no, okay. You just were the real deal right from the start. The real deal. So welcome to the stream. Welcome to the chat. So yeah, so about the free to play is that, like, they're getting started now, and I'm in that chat and I'm reading the world chat, and all these people are saying hi new player, hi new player. This is not the way to the big black bear, by the way. Oh, I just got off the phone from the your dad. Um, you'll have to tell me the news after if he's got news, if it's the news that we suspect, if we got an update. But I'd like to know. Um, so a lot of people are like, "Hi, new. I'm new," and so it's nice to see. And then you see other people who are coming back, and they're like, "Why does my wardrobe work like this now? Why do I get items from the like cosmetic items? Why are they bound to me now? They never used to be." There's that big black bear. There he is. I'm gonna throw a mug at him. Oh, that got his attention. That's such a kind of a neat way to pull things. Just throw a mug at them. Man, I just bullied that bear. All right, bear taken care of. Bear no longer there. So anyway, yeah. So that's kind of good news. I like that. I like to see it because in the end, we're all gonna win. Like, you bully the bull. Oh boy. Oh boy. I'd say you're honestly the master of that, especially if you ask anyone of those Chinese buffets when you've left them, and I'm not. I won't say anything more other than truly legendary. Um,
How do
you
you
know it.
do?
I do. I do. We need to do that again. We need to go down there and have that great buffet. I think they're open again. So okay, so bring charcoal up to Hyacinth Took. Let's do that. This is a long quest, folks. I'm craving Chinese at the moment, right? A succulent Chinese meal? That's definitely a big plus. I was so disappointed by that Green Appalicious. I'm gonna call them out by name, Green Appalicious, and just how bad they were. They started off great. About a month later, it turned mediocre, and then a month after that, it just got awful. It was awful. Not gonna lie. I seldom like throw out food. It's just like always, okay, well, this is just bad food or whatever. It's tough to complain. Even bad pizza is usually still decent. You know what I mean? It's just like, it can be like cardboard, or it can be like there's no sauce or whatever. But I still don't think anything can beat Lois and Gia. Lois and Gia. Oh, Lois. Oh, yes, Lois. Yeah, that's another story. And there's my man John. John, how are you feeling today, buddy? I was, we were talking last night, and I actually had a question, and you went offline. I hope you're feeling better. Hopefully, you fought off the cold. Maybe got to bed a little early. Um, but there it is. There's Energon, legend of the stream. Welcome aboard. The stream is almost complete. I'm waiting for one more person. Um, so let's see here. Yeah. So John, let me know how you're doing. I don't. What's really funny is I kind of thought I was fighting off something myself, but I still got it. That's why I didn't yell with all caps. Feeling a little puny. Oh no! Oh no!
What do you need? Might I speak with you a moment?
Talk to Onar. He's up in. I'm just gonna mithril coin to this guy. This is a long process. So some of the Shire quests just have you going everywhere. So it's kind of bizarre.
Greetings.
Onar, bring brimstone and iron filings. Now I like this. So, you usually get these fetch quests here in the Shire, right? Go here, but before I help you, I need this from you. Before I give you this information, I need you to go and kill, 8 things. It's the way of the Shire, the way of the MMO. But this fellow here, this dwarf Onar, says, "Oh, so little Hyacinth wants more makings for her pretty lights. Wants to be a wizard, does she? Ha! Well, it just so happens I have some brimstone and filings to sell. At a very reasonable price, too, I might add. Tell all your friends. Very easy terms. What? Don't just stand there like a ninny with your mouth open like that. Were you thinking I'd send you on a quest or something for such simple things? Here, take these parcels, and good day to you. This is why the dwarves are an awesome race. No dilly-dally, no beating around the bush. They're businessmen. They are business dwarves. So always dealings with the dwarves can be quick, easy, painless. It's kind of like going straight to the wholesaler rather than buying from the third party. So anyway, let's see, John. Last night I could hardly keep my eyes open in front of the keyboard. Did get a little more sleep. That is great. You really have to baby yourself when these things happen. I am going to mithril coin back there. I wish I could join you, John. Dwarves must fight for dwarves, right? Right? The old Moria saying. Well, that wasn't hard, was it? And you stood your ground with him. I'll get started on these fireworks right away. Tell the old crow I should have all she needs in just 3 months. So Lobelia wants these fireworks like yesterday. She's telling her 3 months. So, anyway, this is kind of a cool story. Anyway, so I wish I could share that, John. I wish I could share that, and that I got a really good night's sleep last night. As I was telling the chat earlier, I was up late. I just could not sleep. Overheated. Like I said, I think it's a shift in the weather. Because we've gone from like minus 30 Celsius or a raging blizzard when it's minus 10 to really actually nice weather. I fired up the barbecue yesterday for the first it was yesterday for the first time this spring, and it was cool out. It was only about 4 or 5 degrees Celsius. The sun made it seem a little warmer, but it was a nice feeling. But I think it's taking a toll. Like, it's just that seasonal weather change where you're used to the cold, so your body's used to the cold, so any kind of warmth is like, just difficult to process. So I think so too. It was windy, cold, and rainy here Saturday. I had to be out in it half the day. That could be it as well. I'll tell you this. I never used to really worry about the effect weather had on my body when I was younger. Like, if I was in my 20s or even my 30s, it didn't really bother me a whole lot. Like, I imagine I had a few headaches, when the pressure was low. Okay, so 3 months. 3 months. That won't do. It won't do at all. My birthday's in 2 months. Do you understand? 2.
Hi there. Give me a moment.
Okay, so she wants to, by hook or by crook, she wants you to go and get the stolen fireworks. So talk to the bounder. Talk to Sheriff Robin Smallborough. So we'll see what he wants us to do. But yes, then I think it was when Swimmeroo was maybe just a baby. I think he was like under 1. I remember I was on a distance power walking kick, and I get into those even now. I still love to walk, but I went out, and it was like I got caught in a rainstorm, and it was one of those warm summer days. Swimmeroo, be right back. Dinner calls. All right, Mr. Dom is here. The Domster could do a little modding while he's here, I hope. I don't anticipate we'll need to mod anybody, but you never know. You never know. Roast chicken. So I went out and I got caught in a rainstorm, and it was a warm summer rain. And I got home and I still felt great because, I'd done like 5 kilometers, 3-mile walk. It felt really good. And the rain was kind of refreshing, to be honest with you. But then the next day, I had such aching, like, knees and elbows and shoulders, and all the joints of the body were just, like, in pain. So Robin's sending us to Thane Paladin, the leader of Tookland, Tuckborough. And ever since then, I gotta tell you, like, I guess not ever since then, but that was my first real wake-up call that, I wasn't young anymore, and that I did feel the effects. Because I used to, I played high school football, kind of like Al Bundy, 4 years, Pokai. But I did play a lot of football. I think I played 6 years of football, even considering my time in Canadian Junior and whatnot. But and I could, like, go out, play in the rain, play 4 touchdowns in one game. Right? I think one of my I don't even think I came close to anything in one game. I was just happy if I got a few tackles and a sack, or if my running back ran for over 100 yards, or sometimes 200. It was high school, but quarterback didn't get sacked. That was a good day. Okay, destroy the stolen fireworks. This is where we're going. So that was kind of the first wake up call that like back then I could go out, play 4 quarters, go out, go to a party, have a few wobblies all night long, and it was like I could get up at 6 o'clock to go to my job as a teenager the next morning, no problem. If I tried to do that now, I think I'd be dead. I really do. I definitely would not be, I would not be able to move. Let's just put it that way. I think it would really hit me hard. Especially with the pandemic too. I am not one of the folks who took advantage of the pandemic to launch a new athletics career. I'm very sedentary, and walking is my greatest activity, and this winter has been so harsh, so not a whole lot of walking. But it is springtime, so I'm pretty excited. Oh, look at this. This is a named guy, I bet. No, he's just a brigand knave. Darn. Okay, so I'll be back in a few. It is dinner time. Dinner time for Noah. This Green Hill Badger. All right, Noah. We'll see you in a few, hopefully. And then I know what happens after dinner, Noah. I know what happens. So that counter, it's going to go up by 1. We are going to install a Noah Dishes counter on the stream, folks. I am going to find out how to do it, and we're going to do it. Now, where am I going? Oh, I think I just crossed I crossed too early. Okay. So I actually changed the message of the day for the kin a couple of days ago, just kind of in honor of Noah. I had it changed to, I don't know if I mentioned it on Sunday stream, but it was like, welcome to the Pathfinder Society kinship. Go ahead and decorate the kin house. Just leave the dishes for Noah. Because if Noah, in Noah's own words, he wants to see the dishes burn. Too many dishes, folks. Too many dishes. And I wish I could kind of relate, and but I don't do the dishes here very often. So, I really should. I really should do them more. Basila does the dishes quite often. Okay, I think I deeded all the brigands, so it's just a matter of getting up there. So let's have some fun. Maybe try the shortcut off to the left there. Oh, I didn't read that. Okay, that's a 3-second stun for that Helm Cruncher, or Helm Crusher. It's a finisher, and it's a headbutt. It's got the same logo. I noticed they rehashed this. For those of you who may remember, this is what the symbol used to be. That's what Noah Baggins hates. Right? So carefully with the plates. This used to be the captain's relentless attack buffer. I believe he used to use this skill with this little, the angry face on it, to individually put relentless attack on all fellowship members. Now it is a toggle skill, and much to many chagrin, you have to keep. I think you have to keep refreshing it every 10 minutes. And it comes as part of the Indefensive Middle-earth skill. Captains used to have a lot of buffs. They had the motivational speech buff, which gave 5 or 10% morale, depending on if you had the legendary boost. Then they used to have the relentless attack buff. You could also put a parry buff on someone. Oh, someone's here. Tilia defeated the brigand boss. Tilia's here. So they changed it. They changed those skills. I gotta tell you too. Speaking of changing skills, whoa, she cleaned out this whole darn place. Tilia. I'm assuming it's a she. Just, I don't want to assume gender, but. Alright, so the fireworks are destroyed. But we were having a good conversation in another channel And one of my favorite followers actually, and favorite people to hang out with is I guess a Twitch. Her Twitch handle is Snugglebunsies, and Snugglebunsies has a lot of wisdom, and she looks up a lot of stuff too. So there's a lot of confirmation of information. So anyway, we were talking about someone in her chat asked for advice about burglars. You know, and I do play a burglar. I don't have a level 140 burglar, but I played it, and I think I've got a good handle on the class, so I'm not going to take any of these mobs from Tilia here. She deserves them. Is that her? No, that's a poacher. Anyway, so we're just talking about burglar stealth and what that means now. And I remember, like, it's tough to kind of say, you know, my memory does stretch back a few years, and I have a pretty astute memory on certain things, and I remember how the burglar stealth used to work, because you could find items that would boost your stealth, and it would just take you. I believe the maximum stealth level you used to be able to attain through items or whatnot was like 9. Bergs, is Tube coming back? My old man DPS partner back. Yeah. Well, I do have a Berg on the server, Dom. I do have Mauriciel, my Ladybird. Also, Jubilost is a Berg, and he's now in Moria. So I got 2 burglars on this server that are actually, and maybe it's just the legend of Tube, right? He was quite the burglar. But so we're talking about that, and it meant a little bit different way back in like 2007, 2008, 2009. Back then, you know, it used to be kind of just an increase in stealth meant that you were just harder to detect. It wasn't. I'll tell you what it is now, and you can kind of assume. But oh, there's Penny. Yep. I still log into him every now and then just to kind of check my skills and make sure I'm doing things right. So. Especially my yellow build, because I don't really have a lot to go on from the yellow build. Any of these things look good. I don't need that robe. What about those shoulders? Nah. No, I'll just take the leggings. Alright. Okay, so that's done. Let's see here. Bounder of Great Merit, Shire to Breetown, Grandson's Lunch. Alright, we're moving on. Oh boy, Penny. You logged into Anor for the first time. I noticed that. I noticed you weren't there since like last fall. Kind of a trip down memory lane a little bit, checking my friends list, because you know, Isdilloin and Mersini were not, you know, they hadn't logged in since like last fall. You know, a few of the old crew, Lestud, I'm gonna say that, Lestud. Mr. Dom and I were talking about him. Also, I was talking about second-class citizens earlier with my friend Gondaman, and that Lestud just came to mind. But and I'll tell you that story after, because that's actually poor Lestud. That was a funny story, but that poor guy. Anyway, so I logged in, yeah, and it was a bit of a trip, you know. And I often think, Penny, I often think maybe I should, you know, like send an email to a few people, you know, like maybe, you know, like. You know, there's still a few people that I wouldn't mind kind of catching up with, and you know, seeing if they're there. I know Capo's over here, or Capo. I'm still not sure how he prefers us to announce his name or to pronounce his name, but Fada Prunella Boffin. Find Aunt Prunella's umbrella. I don't know, Val and Balrin. I know that's like they're a group of friends with Louis. Hello. You know, even Louis. You know, like Louis hasn't come over to this server, I don't think, because I don't see any of his tune names or stuff. But I know Capo was here. Pansy Tunley's Tale. I'm still in Mithra League and Mary Brand and Gloron. See, that's the thing. I found, you know this too. When I was over there, Glor was kind of just Eoring, you know, like he was like, well, I don't want to bring down the kin, and I don't want to, you know, he was just kind of like, and I talked him up. So many times. I try to do, is it Capo, and is he, she a mini? I'm not sure if they're a mini on this server. Oh, look at this. Just joined a Lotro group on Facebook asking about role-playing in the game. Very cool, very cool. Actually, if you're not, hold on, I'm gonna link the Discord. Just give me 1 second here. If you want to post a link to that group, in the Discord, or maybe I can actually just go ahead and join the Discord and post it in the Shire Talk section if you'd like. But it is Capo. But yes, he was a warden, and over here, I think I actually even have him on friends. I'm not sure if I do. Let me see here. I do. He's a Bjorning here. So, Penny, he's a Bjorning. Mithril League, Capo, gotta be the same dude. Anyway, he's a real nice guy. Real super nice guy. Had a really good sense of humor. But there was just a time period in the kinship that you know, like things were. I just think things weren't handled well. You know, well, look at all your friends. So many of them. Did many of them come online still? Some of these are basically I made the friends list so big because let's see here. Last time online, so I got 2 friends on right now. One is John. One is Ragaroth, leader of the Numenorian Royal Guard. And it was just like there was a lot of pressure, and we were into Rohan. And as anyone can tell you, Rohan in this game is a divider. There are those who like mounted combat. There are those who hate mounted combat. I'm one of the former on most tunes. I don't mind it, especially on my captain. Oi, completed Way of the Maelstrom. Right on. Right on. And we were all going through difficult times. Like, you know, Fulis and I had a, you know, well, Fulis's mom and my aunt were not in very good health, and you know, we eventually lost her. And the kin leader had lost a teacher of his that was close to him, so he wasn't on the best terms. And then there were kind of demands being made about raiding, and you know, we went through that transition from like we're a casual kin to let's raid every Friday and let's do raids on tier 2 and tier 3, which is a difficult transition to make. You know, like when you've got casual players who have casual gear and they want to raid. Then, you know, I'm giving you all these examples because maybe you all are like nodding your heads, you know. Then we had kin members who weren't kin members, but who were friends who were invited along on like tier 2 and tier 3 raids, and who were winning the loot drops. You know, so we had controversy over that. What are we going to do about them? So, for example, I better watch my health here. I'm taking a beating. Okay, I'm gonna eat some of John's food. No, that's not John's food. Where are we? There we go. So there was a lot of drama going on, and it just happened at the worst possible time, you know. Like, we were doing Tower of Saruman on the Anor server when it was cap material, so... I'm just gonna use this skill. I'm getting swarmed here, so I need to concentrate and make sure I don't get caught in the eye. And we did the Tower of Saruman. It was a really difficult run to keep this one player alive through because, you know, you have to stack morale at some point in time if you want to be a serious raider. Even at the lower levels, you need to stay alive for a long time. And this person had very little morale, and great person. Like, I had nothing really against the person, but you know, she needed better gear, and I don't like excluding people out of a raid because they don't have the proper gear. But at the same time, it's a quandary, because if they don't have the gear and they're affecting the outcome of the raid, you know, like Durchest, for example, in the Mirkwood raids. He gets stronger when he kills someone, you know, like all of a sudden he gets a boost with every fellowship member that he kills. So, you know, this one person could start the chain of death. You know? So it's kind of interesting. But anyway, so all these things were coming along, and you know, we had, like I said, we had people who have passed away. We had people who were on the verge of passing away, you know, and it's, I think just things didn't get handled. So I'd honestly say, I guess to conclude this is, I'd like to invite a few Mithril Leaguers over, just, you know, like, I think a lot of them are actually here. I think at one point in time, I spotted a whole group of them. They were here, they were doing, like, Dol Dinin quests together or whatnot, and I thought maybe I'd say hey, but at the same time, it was just the wound was still too raw, right? So, but good folks over there, and like. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. They may make their way over there again, just in general, but... Oh, so getting back to, sorry, Nero, the friends list comment. So a lot of the... Basically, what I was doing is... I was in the process of switching kins, and I just wanted to make sure that I didn't miss anybody when I left my other kin to come back to my original kin. So I added a lot of folks to friends list, and now I could probably delete quite a few of them because they're already in the kinship. Okay. All right, guys. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna give you guys and gals a little bit of free trivia. I've got some Lord of the Rings on, not Lord of the Rings Online. I've just got Lord of the Rings movie trilogy trivia. You can redeem one of these with channel points. It's one of the little games that we play here. We got the riddles that you can redeem. We have no, I'm caught. We have the trivia, and we also have dad jokes. So let's have our first one here. Okay. Okay, this is a good free one. It's not too difficult, you know. It's level 1. Who tells Arwen that Aragorn's death is inevitable, whether by the sword or the slow decay of time? Who? Yes, John. Yes, quick on the trigger. Well done. Well done. So that was a free one. So if you want to redeem, like I said, you can use channel points. How's my Spider Slayer deed doing, by the way? Oh, look at this. Slayer of the... I only need goblins. That's it. Spiders are done. Alright. So well done on that one, John. There we are. Okay. Elrond is the correct answer. I think that was in the third film when at one point in time Peter Jackson had Arwen departing. She was on the road.
Hello.
You know, I guess for dramatic effect, but she was on the road. She was on their way to the Undying Lands, and then she had kind of a vision. And okay, so Skari, search a rabbit hole. That's for the prologue. Defeat bats. That's what we're gonna do next. So and then she got called back because she had a I don't know if it was a premonition, but anyway, the same fellow, I believe it was Lindir in the Hobbit movies. He had a different nickname in the Lord of the Rings movies. I can't remember. After Aragorn took a little tumble off the cliff. Yes. Oh, the speech was in Two Towers? Okay. I gotcha. So there you go, John. You not only even know the answer, you know which movie it's from. John knows his stuff. True Lord of the Rings legend. Yeah, so she turns around and she comes back. And she questions her father. While Aragorn was slowly making his way to Helm's Deep alone. On that horse, on Brago. You know, there was a little bit of a lore that I was kind of had in my mind, and I forgot where it's going to be. One of those unfinished tales, folks. It's going to be one of those Steely Dad unfinished tales. Let's see here. 5 of 8. 3 more bats. One more bat. Okay, bats are done. So we got the Fate of Prunella Boffin. How do I like the Brawler? I think mine is level 14. Isn't that the trick, John? I think like this is actually the second brawler, the third I've rolled. The first one was from the that stream that got deleted or that never was that I never saved it to the VOD. So I was so crushed by that. I'm not gonna lie, I just deleted the character. Uh, the second is a character that we were rolling with Swimmer the Root and the Rose Garden. Okay, so search a rabbit hole, and this is my third, but I like it. I do. I'm still just trying to make sense of it all, and trying to figure out what my all dwarf group. Yes, that's the one. And what is his? Oh, he's ogre. That's the dwarf group brawler ogre, because we had okay. Let me see if I can find the names here. It's been a while since we played. We had Onyx, Orid, and Ogre. All dwarves in that party. We were an all O dwarf party, so it was pretty fun. I think those guys like Rose or Swimmer the Root. Noah, you're back. Noah, you're back. I'm not gonna ask. Noah. How? You know what I am going to ask Noah is how was your dinner? I hope it was delicious. I hope it was nutritious. But at the very least, delicious. Pork chop, green beans, and corn. Awesome. Awesome. I had a craving for pork chops, actually. Jeez, look at all these people coming back from dinner. This is awesome. Swimmer the Root, welcome back. Noah, welcome back. Swimmer, what did you have? Let's share dinner stories. Noah's had pork chops. I was craving pork chops. And we were supposed to have corn. Oh, John. John, you had to do it, didn't you, John? Oh boy. I didn't do it. I'm just gonna say Noah, I didn't. I made no mention of the D word. No mention at all. Maybe that's John getting back to you, Noah. Maybe that's John getting back to you, Noah, for giving him your cold. Maybe that's it. You know, we're spreading colds virtually. Virtually on stream. Okay, so let's pick up these quests here. Well, I completely forgot what I was talking about. I was talking about that dwarf group. Yeah. So I think Swimmer would be down to play, but Rose right now is really busy. Oh, look at that! What? It's pork night tonight. Pork and corn, guys. Pulled pork, corn, and rice. Damn. You guys are making me hungry. I'm not doing the festival quest. Sorry, that's where I draw the line right now. Damn, you guys, that sounds delicious. I've been craving pork chops, and I think it's because I've got my barbecue ready for the spring. Yesterday, I gotta tell you, I was craving a steak, and the price of steak is outrageous. But
Please,
I was just like, you know, we're gonna treat ourselves. We're gonna have a good steak, and then because God knows when we're gonna have it again. But we did steak, and we were supposed to do corn. But Basila instead, we only had so many elements, and she was going to do it on the stove, and the barbecue first cleaning always has me kind of like, you know, how's it going to turn out sort of thing. Finally did my first day of the Spring Festival this time around. Right on, John, right on. Hopefully you're enjoying it. Today is going to be day 4. Tonight when I do it, it's going to be day 4 for Steely. I'm going to get the first 4 quests done. Apparently Gondo just destroyed me last night when he said that, you know, oh, you just finished the first. There's 2 more to come after that of 4 sets of 4 days of festival. So Gondo just kind of like threw a monkey wrench in it. Yes, I mixed it up to make one big jambalaya. Yep, that sounds delicious.
Might I have a word with
So Basila sautéed some she sautéed some mushrooms and a sweet onion, and it was like, you know, to put with the meat, but it's honestly just so good. It's like the mushrooms were a special kind of mushrooms. I can't remember what they were, but they had a sweet flavor to them as well. Okay, so I have to defeat bears, spear wielding goblins. Anything else over here? Anything else? No, I think that's it. Were they from Bam Furlong? Viva la Bam Furlong. Yes, they tasted like it, John. They were delicious. So we had those. We had the steak. What else did we have? We had rice as well. So me and Gondo do the maize and Great Barrows yesterday on Treebeard. I heard Noah. I heard that in I think it was a gamer stream, Green Eye Gamer. And so how did it go? I mean, that's a pretty cool feat. You guys were basically on level, level 25. Um, I'm not sure. Actually, I'm not sure what your Hobbit Guardian is right now. Let me see. Let me have a look. Level 24. You were probably maybe level 23 yesterday. So I was hoping that went well. Okay. And apparently you guys did it. So were there any deaths? Like Gondo was on his minstrel. I think his minstrel was only about level 25 or so. But that's a pretty cool thing. And are you still loving the guard, Noah? That's that was another thing I wanted to ask you. It seems like he's becoming quite a favorite character, so that's pretty neat. Give the Bowmaster a little... We didn't die at all. Gondo kept us alive. What a legend, eh? Gondo on that minstrel. Just playing the tunes, keeping people alive. You love to hear it. Okay, so I have to bring the pointy rock to Halros. Collect the powdered gypsum. Yeah, I am enjoying it. So, are you still playing Redline, Noah? And if you are you going sword and board, or are you going two-handed? That's my next question. Oh, you're playing blue. I forgot. That's right. That's right. You're playing blue. Oh. Oh, I still got zapped by the eye. There's a bear. Oh. No, Fulis is still here, but Fulis, your favorite background battle music was playing there for a second until I showed that wolf who the baddest boss was. One thing I wanted to check here is I was working on... Oh, no! Oof, I made it. Alright. Oh, there's another black bear down there. So, Blue Line Guardian. So, you're difficult to kill. I'm going to say that. My guess is to your gameplay. Now, I'm not sure, too, because you might have some stuff all caught up with gear. And then this is making things a little easier for you. But you can't... my guess would be that you're killing things slowly, but you're not dying. So that's my take of the situation about Blue Light. You have all teal gear. Wow. No skimping on that Guardian. That Guardian is ready for war. That's nice. That's a nice thing when you have all your crafters level, and you know you're. I'm gonna roll this new character. Like, I don't know if you can inspect. Well, I'm showing you Wardlow here, but I crafted him some hardened bronze armor. I've got some stuff in the mail, including jewelry. I've got these 2 teal pieces from the sets, and I've got level 12 battle gauntlets. I should have higher level. Well, look at that, level 15. All right, I'm gonna put those on right now. Get rid of those 12s. So when you can kind of get yourself all geared out to start a new character, I love that feeling. I love it. It's just, you know, it's kind of like the payoff is real. And I'm gonna actually, that brings me to another idea. And hopefully I don't lose my train of thought here, because this has been wanting to come out for a long time. When Treebeard first came out, when this server first dropped, and the difficulty level was brought basically to bear, you know, pardon the I already have level 30 teal gear for him. You are ready. You are into that guard. That is the sign of a player being into the character. You'll love to hear it. So let's see here. I think I have one more bear. So when it came out and the difficulty level was set, a lot of people were like, I'm doing Deadly 7. I'm doing on day 1. I just gained a level. Right on. I am now level 16. Boom. Just gonna swap that up here. Put that over there. This is a stun. It's kind of crowd control. Armor value. Maybe I should put it like, I'm not sure. I'll leave it there for now. But so they were like, I'm just gonna do level, like, you know, difficult, dangerous, or deadly 7, and then they were getting wiped out, you know, because they didn't realize how difficult deadly 7 actually was, and then the groups started forming, right? Like, let's do groups. Now another thing is it's something that's easily to forget now. But let's see here. I told myself when I was making my guardian, I will get this guardian past level 25 and won't give up on him. Noah, I feel that. I've been there on the warden. That's how I feel about all wardens. And one of these days, I'm going to do it. One of these days. But that's not today. Uh, oh, I'm going ahead of time here. I needed to talk to Halros. So, anyway, so they started rolling this. Now, when a server first starts, when one of these legendary servers first start, you start with nothing. Like, the only thing that you can take with you from playing on another server is basically the rewards that you get from being a, you know, like a year 1 to 15 player. You get the little chests that you have access to. You get those, so those are a little bit of a bonus. You can get some cloaks that help you along in the beginning. That have a little higher armor than the first cloak that you get basically from doing one of the intro quests.
What do you need?
A goblin tooth.
Greetings.
Defeat goblins. Alright, that's why I wanted to do it. Okay. But you start with nothing. You have no crafting skill. You have no crafted gear. You may have those teal earrings or whatever to give you a bit of XP, but you really have nothing. And you have the shared storage that you have from your account, like that's account wide. So, a lot of people were just coming on, going, I'm going to try out this new difficulty, not knowing what was going on, and they got discouraged. They got discouraged because they were getting killed, and they're like, this isn't fun. Well, no, because, you know, at some point in time, it's kind of geared toward... I hate to say it, it's kind of geared toward gear. Like, when you're at the point where you can craft your low-level characters enough gear to survive those Eye of Sauron blasts and basically getting stomped by, monsters if you pull more than just one. Like, I'll give you a good example. My friend Threndanir, who is also a streamer, although he hasn't streamed in a while, he is an experienced guardian. And look at you, hard hit, welcome. Glad you made it. I appreciate you being here, hard hit. I gotta tell you. So I was just talking about, and Mando, welcome to the chat. Glad to see you guys both back. What a couple of great people, man. Mando, hard hit. We're gathering, folks. We're gathering on this Tuesday. So anyway, so yeah, the deadly thing was discouraging my friend Threndanir. He was like, I'm playing my guardian on deadly +3, and but he had no crafters. I'm gonna eat more of John's food here. He had no crafters. He had no gear. He was basically like, I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna play with the gear that you get, but that gear that you find in landscape really hasn't changed much since 2007. You're still finding old gear pieces and whatnot. So, I'll tell you what, hard hit, and Nando, in honor of you guys coming in, I'm just excited about this. In honor of you guys coming in here, did I pick up the sheep theft? I did. I'm gonna hit you with some Lord of the Rings movie trivia. So hard hit, let's see you crack those knuckles and see if you can get this trivia. Same with Mando. Mando's usually pretty dependable, for at least like one answer per stream, sometimes two. So, okay, here's one. What type of creatures does Éomer blame for the attack on Theodred's troops? What type of creatures does Éomer blame for the attack on Theodred's troops? It's actually not another kind of chestnut, guys. It's don't overthink it. Just got to be fast on the trigger. A garden. You and your gnomes. No, not a garden gnome. Not specifically the Uruk-hai either. I think the line comes from when he drops the helmet at Theoden's feet, and you got to think about where's exactly, right? Those gnomes and Queenie P. A little bit, I would say just like keeping it simple would probably be the best answer to this one. What type of creatures does Eomer blame for the attack on Theodred's troops? And when I say it's Theodred, it's, there you go, John. John coming in with answer number 2. John, number 2 of the day, has the correct answer. The correct answer is orcs. Well done, well done. Okay, I am killing, I'm basically killing goblins because I need them for the deed, so I need to move this tooltip too. This tooltip's like popping up right in the middle of it. You were kind of close, Noah. I honestly would, but they do mention Uruk-hai by name, so basically you can almost say you're right. But he does say like orcs. Orcs were crossing the fields, you know, and it was Theodred that they were. He's on fire. Yes. He's heating up. Actually, I would say probably he's heating up because it's his second answer. If he answers 3, well, then he is definitely on fire. This quest here, folks, this quest here, sheep theft, was my number 1 cause of losing the Undying title way back in like 2008, 2009. It was awful. But now I think I can handle it. NBA Jam! Welcome to NBA Jam! Oh my. I said I could handle it, but this first group is giving me issues. Whoop! Get out of that eyeball. Boom! Shalakalaka, yes! You know, a lot of people kind of don't realize that's supposed to be Marv Albert on there. This was, of course, pre the Marv Albert scandal, which almost cost him his career, which I won't get into here. But I will not discuss here. But it was Marv. He was supposed to be doing that voice. Sounds pretty... Oh, no. What the heck is going on here? My sheep reset. No! No! You guys see that? The sheep went through the tree. His scandal, the toupee, but also the bite. I'm just going to say the bite heard around the world. Because you can Google it if you want, but it's a PG stream. And I don't really want to get into it, if you know what I mean. Okay. Oh, there you go, man. All right, you got it. Did I miss anything? I'm missing getting my butt handed to me here. That's what I'm missing. Stun him. Alright, there we go. Where is that sheep? Oh, there. Man, this is like taking me back. And not in a good way. Oh, no, that sheep. Just run, sheep, run. See sheep. See sheep, run. Run, sheep, run. What is up with this sheep? Oh, where'd he go? Alright, there you go. The sheep's gonna run right into a black bear. This is the craziest, if that happened today, he probably would be canceled, for sure, right? Like, you can't do that stuff anymore. You know, back then it was like, give the guy a second chance, but, no, leave my sheep alone. Leave the sheep. Save the sheep. Fight for your sheep. Fight for your children. Fight for your lives. Alright. The sheep appears to be safe. Sorry, that was a little bit of an overreaction there, but hope everybody's doing well on this Tuesday afternoon. Welcome to the stream. If you haven't hit the follow button, I really wish you would. Simply because you can come back and hang out with us another time.
Just a moment.
We got some stuff in store here. Mungo's bracelet. Oh, I can take that. All right. Oh no, I can't. Oh darn! Look at my inventory. Oh my goodness. My goodness. I don't even. Well, these sheep are gonna drive me nuts after a while. So let me. What can I throw out? What can I throw out? There. I'm gonna throw out this hammer, this bow. There we go. We'll try this. All right, I got it. Man, I need to go through that inventory, folks, and it's not going to be terribly exciting, but reality is it needs to be done. Okay, so we got Distant Dangers. The only thing I need to do, maybe Halros is going to give me something else to do, so I'm going to go turn that in. But we have to do the Fate of Prunella Boffin. And that's where I'm going to get the last of the goblin deeds done in here. What am I working on right now? Compassion. Okay. Let's do that. So anyway, so yeah, so for those of you who just joined, I was just as interested as a lot of you probably were. Oh no. Oh, swimmer. Oh boy. Oh boy. All right. Oh boy. Let's get to this. Let's get to this dad joke without any. I'll come back to my story in a moment. This takes. Where do you learn to make ice cream? Stream. Where do you learn to make ice cream? At Sunday school. At Sunday school. That's where you learn to make ice cream. That's where you learn to do that. Thanks for that redemption, Swimmer the Root. Thank you. Hope you enjoyed that one.
What can I do for you?
Let's see here.
What do you need?
Oh, I can't hold it. That was it. Wasn't. Wait a minute. It was. Oh, it was. It was. Oh, it was Penny. Oh, I'm sorry, Swimmer. I didn't mean to accuse you falsely, but yeah. I hope you enjoyed it. Penny, thank you very much for that redemption. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm assuming it was a good one. It was a little bit of a quick hitter. I'll tell you that. I had a really long one the other night, and okay, just for traditionalist sake, because I have quests to turn in here, I'm just gonna go here and quickly go through my inventory. It's not gonna take too long. Okay, don't need that, don't need that, don't need that. Eggs and onions, sure. Silver earring of courage, no. Blagger, oh, my beer. Let's have a drink, folks. Let's have some. I'll wait.
Hello there.
I'll wait. The one you told me yesterday was way better. Just so I actually told John the signs, I guess the signs were all there one from the last stream, and he enjoyed it. So I don't blame him. Yeah, he actually said he laughed out loud. So mushroom pies, light hides, trousers of the Underhills. No. Let's see here. Simple Athilas essences. So what I was going to get to is I was really looking forward to the casual stroll through Yondershire. That was supposed to happen at this afternoon, I think at 1:30 or 2. It didn't end up happening. I guess they delayed it till Friday. So it's now going to happen Friday at 11:30, this coming Friday, March 25th, from 11:30 until 1. So be sure to catch that. I'm excited to see the new area. You know, you can hear the music. You know where I am. I'm in the Shire. There's no doubt about it. And it's just a great... there's a lot of Shire hate out there, you know, and I believe it's just kind of... I don't believe it's just. I really don't. I love this area. I think everyone who plays Lotro should play through it at least once. Just to see it, just to see the Shire from the films and from the books just come alive before your eyes, and you know, like, take a casual stroll through the Shire. That is my advice. That is my advice for this stream. Mungo's bracelet, I'll take it. Where is it? There it is. I think that's it. No, that's power. Where's the other bracelet? There. I drank my beer. No. Okay, not yet. Saving those. Roast pork, fried mushrooms. I'm not an agility class. Oh no, I just vended a necklace that I don't have. Okay, let's wear this just because I don't have it. I don't have a necklace right now. Sorry about this lack of exciting content here, folks, but the inventory must have been cleared. I'm gonna go and turn in. I'm gonna do tasks later on. Just quickly turn in 5. So I'll hand all this crap in afterwards. There we go. What's this Brawler? Level 10 Gundabad. Okay, I can get rid of those. Okay. Alright. Here we go. I can turn these in now. I have the room.
Is there something I can do for you?
Stuffed cabbages or hornblower? Nah, I'll just take the hornblower. We can sell those. John was kind enough to send me some Bjornen cakes. Freshly baked. And I appreciate those. I still have I have 20 of them left. So I think honestly too they scale with you if I'm not mistaken. So as you level up, they get more
What do
potent.
you do?
Alright, so speaking of potent, I've just completed Shire Brewmaster deed. I have all of them. They're all done. Virtue, okay. So another deed done in the Shire. The last thing I need is the Goblin Slayer deed. This is great. This is fantastic. So I'm going to move on to Honor. And who's this fellow here? Asteriel from the better Fruit Hacker. Fruit Hacker, where do you get that title from? Chat, if you guys know, let me know. I would appreciate it because that's a pretty neat title. In honor of completing the Shire Brewmaster, I'm going to do what I always do. I'm just going to slam these 5 beers and we'll see what happens. So, pardon the screen. Alright, Blagrove's Ground. Carlo Blagrove from the Burden Baby. The Green Dragon's Breath Ale. Hacking into the mainframe of corn. Toad's Tongue Ale. That's from the I think that's from the Floating Log or apples. Woollyfoot Stout. I'm dedicating this one to Penny and all of her hobbits. They all have woolly feet. And Old Withy Windle. I believe that is from the Golden Perch in stock. So is that going to finish me off here? I've muddled my wits. That was the end. That was it. So here we go. Is it Food Hackers or Fruit Hackers? Apparently. Oh, I get it. Yeah, where'd that come from? Food Hackers, the corn. Oh boy. Oh boy, I've done it this time. Let's go talk to Bounder Primstone while under the influence. Maybe he'll throw me in the pub. So for those of you who are just joining us, do not adjust your screen. Do not reset the stream. This is actually due to intoxication. I've muddled my wits for the next 4 minutes and 25 seconds. So there's actually 2 Bounder Primstones here. Talk to Wilcom Tunnelly. He is over in... Whoa. I'm a little crooked here. I'm as crooked as the letter S right now. Just running sideways. That moaning and groaning that you hear too, that's coming from my character. Just so you know. He's not in a good way right now. It's been a long time since I've actually felt like that personally. Thank goodness. Fruit Hacker is from the Winter Feast for throwing rotten. Okay. I was wondering because I've never seen that title. It could be too because I haven't participated in the Winter Festival. I admit it. I never have. It's one of those things. I've never participated in the Spring Festival until this year. Can you believe that? 2000. You know, like I said before, I bought the game when it released. I only started playing it in late 2008. So I'm not a founder per se, but I am technically a first-year player, but I guess specifically not. But I've never done the Spring Festival. Okay, so... Oh, that's for the prologue. I'm looking for other quests that I should be doing here. But thanks, Penny. Thanks for that info. Because I would have had no idea. Some of these titles, I remember once upon a time I went in for the titles, and I went in for the hidden ones. So our kinship, as many others have done, whenever we'd see each other in the game world, we'd spam all these emotes. Mando says, Yule Festival is great. I love Frostbluff. I think this coming year, I'm gonna give it a go. Oh, the quarry. Okay, so we gotta go back to the quarry. I think I'm just gonna take the shortcut down and just head right in there. It has been a long time since I've done the Shire prologue. Like, forever. I can't remember the last time I went in here looking for the skull. So, anti-exploit. Now, I thought there were spiders here. Oh, just took a second to load in. Yeah, but I am enjoying the Springfest. I did my first ever maze quests yesterday. Believe it or not, first ever. And I got lost. I got lost right away. I'm not gonna lie. My sense of direction in game ends at mazes. I'm not very good at it. Alright, let's take on this queen. So I got lost, but I got all of the quests done. The only thing I didn't do were the chickens, because apparently those only happen like once an hour. Oh boy, I better watch what I'm doing here. That queen had friends. Oh boy. Alright, whoa. Down, you scoundrels! Oh boy, oh boy. Had to take some potions here. Let's get a stun on there. So just in case you guys are curious, my character is intoxicated. I'm still learning the class, so I almost got killed. And that would have wrecked my Undying title pretty quickly as well. Okay, so let's see here. Still getting used to this Brawler. And one thing I've noticed, well, I guess it's true with a lot of classes. Whoa! Oh boy. The eye saw me. Okay, I just completed Rally the Fellowship. Another Brawler skill. Two-hand him. Oh, another queen. Okay, but I think she's by her lonesome. Oh! Did my intoxication wear off? It did. So I'm straightening out. So, sorry for that, sorry for that. Fighting under the influence, that's not proper boundary. But you are 100% right, John. I apologize. I am but a simple brawler. You know, it's not like I'm playing a lore master who should know better. I'm getting into my character, guys. I'm getting in there. You know, fists are up. We're ready to go. Let's see here. Bring the skull back to welcome someone. Swimmer the Root. Are you there? I have a question. And I think listen to this. This music is frightening. Okay. Swimmer, maybe it's time for a little poll. I think it's time for a poll. I gotta tell you, so last stream we were talking about cooking, and we were talking about Bjorn's honey cakes and how John sent them to me, and just we were talking about cooking in the like inspired cooking. Oh boy, get ready, y'all. So we've got a couple of I've got a cookbook, right? I've got this cookbook. It's recipes from the world of Tolkien, right? My friend Osirin has the same cookbook. Maybe a couple of you guys have it as well. But if you don't, well, don't fret, because I am sharing recipes from this cookbook. So we're going to do a poll. Swimmer the Rue and I were talking about it. And we're going to see which of the following dishes you guys would like the recipe for. So Swimmer the Rue is going to list three dishes from the book that I've kind of perused through and I thought sounded interesting. I haven't looked at the recipes yet, but they sound delicious, and they're very Lotro sounding. So that was another thing. So when Swimmer can get the poll up, salted pork. John, I think that might be one of them. We don't have a poll. Swimmer wasn't that quick, wasn't he? One sec. What is going on? Let's see here. Swimmer. No, John. I'm sorry. I thought it might have been, but it wasn't. Let's see here. There we go. It wasn't salted pork. I passed on the salted pork. I think it was in there. Salted pork, right? But these are scrumptious. They're definitely all appealing. At least they appear to me. They're actually entrees. So they're like it's the last one I gave was kind of for dessert or a little snack item. Those honey cakes. If any of you ever make this food too, go ahead and post it in the. Sorry, Gimli, no salted pork, but that's right. But no, it's if you guys make it, go ahead and post it in the Discord, because it seems like it would be absolutely scrumptious. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna have a poll. I'm gonna go through the book and I'm just gonna read out. There's some flavor text with each recipe, and then like I'll give you the ingredients and a quick rundown on how it's made, and then I'll post it in the Discord after the stream. So if anyone wants to try a Lord of the Rings inspired dish, now's your chance. Okay, I gotta bring this to Brombard Foxtail. Swimmer is... I think Swimmer's typing. Because he is definitely... oh, there it is. There it is. Today's recipe poll. So what are the choices here? Oh, yes. The Green Dragon Mushroom and Leek Pie. Would you like the recipe for that one? Would you like the recipe, for those of you Silmarillion fans out there, for Turin-Turin-Bar's Tarragon Chicken? That was the full thing. Turin-Turin-Bar's Tarragon Chicken. Or Laketown Beef Pot Roast. Laketown Beef Pot Roast. Those are the three choices. It looks like Pot Roast has taken the early lead. Go ahead and get your vote up there. If one vote wins, well, tonight may not be the night. Maybe everybody's just full from dinner, and they don't really want to go into it. Oh, Brombard Foxtail. He's all the way back in Mickle Delving. Okay, well, let's do that then. I'm going to return there. Some of it didn't fit. Sorry, no problem, no problem. That's fine. I see the options. So it's the Green Dragon Mushroom and Leek Pie, Turin-Turin-Bar's Tarragon Chicken, or Laketown Beef Pot Roast. So you got a mushroom and leek pie. You know, honestly, I would have kind of turned my nose up at that before recent days, where I actually really love that combination of like mushrooms and onion, or mushroom and leek. That actually sounds pretty delicious. But 2 votes for the pot roast. 2 votes. I wonder how the Laketown pot roast... Oh, we've got a vote for Turin-Turin-Bar's Tarragon Chicken. Oh, I forgot I did this. A bounder of great merit. Yes, I've done everything. Everything in the Shire. Everything. Oh, well, hello. You just decided to come in and visit, did you? Hmm? You wanna make an appearance? Wanna come up? All right. Free appearance, folks. Free appearance. Oh. While the poll lasts, it looks like we've been feeding this little guy stuff from the poll. There's Diesel. Free stream appearance for the D's. He is looking really especially chunky today. All 22 pounds of him. So, yeah. Oh, look at you. Oh, thank you so much. That's much appreciated, yes. So Alicia just... So, guess, what would Diesel pick? I'm thinking he loves chicken. I gotta tell you. It wouldn't be the vegetarian.
He likes the steak last night.
And he did. He had a little bit of steak last night, and he liked that too. So, oh, Basila. Sorry, Basila brought me home a treat. And I was telling you guys about this. It's booster juice. So I got a little bit of a treat, guys. On stream booster juice. Turin-Turin-Bar's Tarragon Chicken got 2 votes. Thank you. Laketown Beef Pot Roast got 4 votes. Get your votes in, folks. The poll is closing soon. And what would Diesel pick? So I'm thinking he'd pick the chicken. I think he'd pick the chicken, Swimmer. That's just my guess. Brombard Foxtail. That's where we're going. So Diesel has made an appearance. Chicken. Yes. Yes, indeed. It's looking like the pot roast is going to win, folks. I think that's, we got our answer. Okay. Keeper Brombard has these. I don't need any of these. Are any of them... Let me see here. Oh, I don't... Yeah. No, I'm good.
Hey, have some tea.
Talk to Bounder, Primstone, back up in Scary. I am not going to run all the way back up there. I'm just going to mithril coin. So it looks like the poll's almost over. Just give me 1 second, guys. I just have to check something here. Sorry, just got a notification. Sometimes with my work, I tend to do a little bit later. Tend to go a little bit later. Okay. Let's see. Bounder Primstone says, talk to Halros, so we're back talking to the Ranger Halros. An interesting thing, too, and not a lot of people that I know have done it yet on the server, and maybe it's because it's actually 5 levels over. But I'm playing on Treebeard, just so you know. I know it says it in the title, but I mean, like, you know, just practically. So on the Treebeard server right now, the level cap is 60. So we've got all the legendary stories, and we've got the Volume 1 epic and the Volume 2. Today's recipe poll winner was the Lake Town Beef Pot Roast. Excellent choice. As the chairman from the Iron Chef would say. So I will get to that recipe momentarily when I get to Halros. So being on Treebeard, the cap is 60. Now there is, if you go to the last Homely House, there's a quest starter that starts Volume 3. I believe it's Volume 3, Book 1. And it's a level 65 quest because it was designed for an instance cluster called In Their Absence, and that was like a major update. It gave us 5 instances, I think. 2 3 persons, 2 6 persons, and a full raid in that update. So so it all led there. So let's see here. Okay, so Lake Town Beef Pot Roast. Let's see what that involves here. Oh, right there, page 154. 154. Oh boy, there's some good stuff in here. I'm really excited about this. This might become my second favorite segment other than the trivia. Okay, here we go. Lake Town Beef Pot Roast. So, the flavor text says, this will fill the house with mouth-watering aroma as it cooks, and the slow... Oh my goodness, the Google thing went off on my pot roast thing. And the slow-cooked brisket will be melt in the mouth tender. Serve with crisp green beans and buttery mashed potatoes or sweet potatoes to mop up the delicious gravy. So here's the recipe, folks. Serves 4. Prep and cook 2.5 hours. So you gotta put some time in. This is a full-blown entree. So it says what you need is one 3/4 pound brisket of beef cut into 2-inch pieces, 1 celery stick, 2 bay leaves, okay, 2.5 cups full-bodied red wine, okay, full-bodied red wine, wow, you have to be an adult to make this, 1 cup beef or chicken stock, 2 carrots, cut into an angle into 1.5-inch slices, 20 baby onions, peeled but kept whole, salt and black pepper. And then for the horseradish dumplings, you've got generous 1 cup self-rising flour, 1/3 cup shredded lard, 2 teaspoons creamed horseradish, 3 tablespoons snipped chives, 5 to 7 tablespoons of water, and salt and black pepper. So there's 3 steps. Okay, so I'll read out the steps. Number 1, season the beef with salt and pepper, and then put in a large flame-proof casserole with a tight-fitting lid. Add the celery and bay leaves, then pour in the wine and stock. Bring to a boil, then reduce the heat to a barely visible simmer and cook covered for 1.5 hours, stirring occasionally. That's step 1. Step 2. Meanwhile, make the dumplings. Mix the flour, lard, horseradish, chives, and salt and pepper in a bowl. Stir in enough water to make a soft but not sticky dough. With floured hands, shape into 8 balls. That's step 2. Step 3. Final step. Add the carrots, onions, and dumplings to the stew. Recover and simmer gently for an additional 45 minutes until the dumplings are light and fluffy, adding a little water if the sauce becomes too thick. Remove the beef from the heat and serve. And there you have it, Lake Town Beef Pot Roast. I will post that recipe in the Discord after the stream. And hopefully we'll get some more recipes for future streams and continue this fun little poll idea. In the meantime, let's get back at it here. Let's get.
How can I be of service?
So, Prolonged Bullborer's Club.
How can I be of service?
Enter Lubbock's Cave and rescue Bounder Primstone. This is what I was waiting for because it's going to take me to 2 places. And it says serves 4, John, right? Or 1 hobbit. I will say that. Or 1 Bjorning. Beorning. So, we've got 2 quests on the go here. Fate of Prunella Boffin and the prologue. So I think we'll do the Fate of Prunella Boffin first, and then enter the cave for the prologue on our way back down. I think that's how we'll approach this. Let's see how many goblins we have to kill, too. That's another thing. Goblin Slayer Advanced. I should actually check to see what deeds I still need to do on this brawler too, as far as oh. First deed should be to get out of the Square of Sorrow. Did I know that I am on the Lotro website under streamers? I did not know that. I didn't know that, Swimmertheroo. So, I will honestly thank the community. Maybe, I don't know if one of the community members did this, or I'm not sure. Oh, well, speaking of community members, that could be it right there. You know, hard hit. I was just going to give you credit, because I know you're everywhere. But let's give credit where credit is due here. Jessica, thank you so much for that raid. Wow, 30 folks, 30 Lotrowers, raiding this little channel. That is really exciting. Thank you for that shout out as well. We're getting pretty quick. Oh, look at Rose Gardens here too. Jess, how'd your stream end up? I hope it went really well. Swimmertheroo just informed me something that kind of got me a little choked up. So he said I'm actually listed on the Lotro site, like as a streamer. I must have made the big time, you know, like it's I honestly don't know. I never put anything in. I messaged Cord about possibly joining the Lotro stream team, but I mean, like, I've heard that he's backlogged for months and whatnot. It was good, thanks. Just hungry. Oh, Jess, you just missed it. So now I'm sure that you've seen this. Oh my goodness, look at these. Oh, the Queen. Oh, and Alicious. Well, okay. Whew. John, yeah. Zugong, welcome, Zugong. Sorry, I was just. Every time I see the name, I've read Romance of the Three Kingdoms. It's one of my favorite novels, and I always like. There's a lot of characters in there that like. There's Jotai, and then there's Zugong with an XU, and then Gong, and then anyway. I know the drill. I gotta calm down. Whew. But anyway, let me get back to it. So, Zugong, thank you very much for your follow. Queen, thank you very much for your follow. Alicious, thank you very much for your follow. And Green Eye Gamer, Jessica, thank you so much for the raid. Really appreciate it. Really appreciate it. It's a lot of fun. I hate to say it, but maybe this is a good thing since you're hungry. But I just had a poll, and it was 3 entrees. Rose, that's no problem. No problem that you're late. That's, you know, you're never late. You're always on time. You arrive precisely when you mean to. So, but we just did a poll on the stream to see which recipe. I have a Lotro recipe book, or a Lord of the Rings recipe book, and the winner was Lake City Pot Roast. So that recipe will be on the Discord in the foods of, I think there's a new section in the Discord for these recipes. Lord of the Recipes, I think that's what it's called. So check that out, and maybe it'll inspire you to make a little bit of Lotro Lord of the Rings inspired food. Oh boy. You know, this deadly difficulty is not easy. So anyway, folks from the raid, welcome aboard. I'm Steely Dad 2021. I've been streaming since December, so I'm still pretty early in my Lotro stream journey. I'm a long-time player. I could have been a founder if I would have just got off the game, but I think it was better. It worked out better in the long run for everyone that I didn't. But anyway, it's just a chill stream. We have a couple of redemptions in case you're interested in having some fun. The channel points can get you a riddle. They can also get you a dad joke. They can also get you Lord of the Rings movie trivia, which is something we just introduced to the channel. So anyway, any of those can be redeemed. Sometimes I just give them away, and I think in honor of the raid, maybe we'll do our first riddle of the day. I like to do a riddle when we get a raid, so this should be no different. Okay, let me just get into a bit of a safe spot here. I got one more goblin. Throw that mug. Headbutt. There we go. Okay, I'm heading up the hill. This is a good time. Okay, folks, riddle number 1 of the stream. Let's see what we got. This is better written. Yep, I'm going to. I'm gonna do it. So this is gonna be a new riddle. I'm gonna do something I haven't done before. I'm gonna post the riddle in chat because I think this riddle is best read than read out loud. So give me 1 second. I'm gonna link it here. So here is the riddle in the chat. There is the riddle. I will not say it out loud. I like this riddle better written. I remember reading this page, so let's see if anyone can get the answer. It's a bit of a clever one, I felt. Alright, so I wonder if Jessica's actually still here. Jessica, if you're still here, I had a question for you. This completionist run was inspired by your channel. Even if you're lurking, that would be great. But what I'm wondering is this. As a completionist run, do you consider a zone complete when all of the deeds are done? Or do you do every single quest in the zone to call it complete, like 100%? I'm kind of leaning toward the latter. But the former would be just fine as well. Like, you know, I'm just wondering how I should do this because it's a little deadly. Pardon the pun. And if you're in the mood for a riddle, folks, it's posted in the chat. Let's see if we can get an answer for it. I'm trying to find the fate of Prunella Boffin. I'm trying to find Prunella's umbrella. I have 2 guesses. Try one at a time, Mando, but there is really no limit as to guesses. I can honestly, like, you know, as long as it's not spamming, you can guess as many times as you'd like. But go ahead and take the guess. That's the risk, too, is the guess might lead to the answers. So. Whoa, whoa. An audience or a record player? Okay, I can't say that you're on the right track, but you're not, both of you are not on the wrong track. Both of you kind of, they could be clues to the correct answer, both of them. But you'd have to make the connection, and the connection's the tricky part. And it's the reason that I don't want to say it out loud. Because there's just there's a word in there that's kind of got me. Yes, Mando, you got it. The other guess would be the violin. It is. So what, and that's why I didn't list it, because it's, you can read it, and it's like, what must take a bow, you know, before it can speak. But in this, actually, violins, the pronunciation is usually bow. So it's like, if I said, what must take a bow before it can speak, the violin would have been just that more obvious. So I felt like that was a clue that was better given, on the chat. That's the first time I ever do that. Some of the dad jokes as well, I find, could be similar. They could be done, you know, on the chat instead of out loud. So I was thinking bow, yeah, exactly, bow, hence the audience answer. That's right. It was just that one word. So I'm glad. I felt like the riddle was more effective because of the post. I think Jess has gone AFK, so I'm gonna have to send her a PM. Or ask her in her stream, actually. That was something I meant to ask today. It was just such a crazy day. I was in, I was out, I was work lurking. Snuggle Bunsey said something in that chat really funny, and I just came back to it. And I kind of felt called out because it was like, it was just kind of a bit of a funny thing, but But it just so happened that I laughed at it, and I hadn't really participated in chat for a while. And I laughed at something that was a little inappropriate. More inappropriate for this stream, I guess. Just as more about got that Shrek level of humor. I enjoy that. All right. So Mando's got the riddle. John got 2 answers correct so far. We might have a riddle master, a quiz trivia master here going on. We get a few redemptions. Anyway, for those of you who have joined, I'm sorry, you know, I usually get rattled, like when I get raided. This time was no exception. Usually have to just kind of step back, take a breath. But welcome to the stream. I'm working on a. Ooh, that was it. That was it for the Shire. All the deeds are done. I'm working on a completionist run. It's 100% on the difficulty being set to deadly. What is going on? We got another raid! Another raid coming in! Big Boosh! And the Do Crimes crew is here. Welcome, my friend. Welcome. Do Crimes at all times. Hope you had a fun stream. I saw, I believe, Big Boosh, you were playing some Destiny 2. Hopefully that stream went well. Welcome to the... Welcome, Raiders. Welcome, Lise Kittrall. And Big Boosh, and hope your stream went well. Hope your stream went well. So we got a raid, folks. You know what that means. I just kind of did it once. We're going to do it again. We're going to have a riddle. I just need to kind of figure out what's going on here with Golfimble. So Big Boosh, how did the Destiny go today? Dang, I wish we had another poll. We'll get us another poll. Thanks, Hard Hit. Thanks for the invite, and all of you who welcome the Raiders. That's so cool of you too. I appreciate that. We're a really nice community here, and we share our community with a lot of other streamers. So it's even though it's kind of like, oh well, we're just moving from one channel to another. It's really nice that you guys, you know, like, we welcome everybody, and that warms the heart. It's kind of how I'd like to do it myself. So okay, so here's Golfimble. This is a good time for Riddle right now, so let's do it. Okay, let's see. Oh, this is a good one too. This is a good riddle, folks. So this is in honor of Big Boosh's raid, and let's see if any of you get this one quickly. I am rarely touched, but often held, and if you're smart, you'll use me well. What am I? I am rarely touched, but often held. And if you are smart, you'll use me well. What am I? This is a bit of a tricky one. It's a little archaic, so if you've heard something like it before... Oh, what is going on? Did I... Bounder Primstone's probably right at the beginning of the whole damn thing. And I didn't even talk to him. What a noob. A shield? No, but that's a good guess. I won't say you're on the right track. It's kind of, you're not. It's an object. But oh, he was back here. Yes, Lise Kittrall, one of the Do Crimes crew, coming in with the win. A tongue is the correct answer. Well done. Well done. And Big Boosh, yeah, congratulations. I think that might be your first win on the channel, so that's pretty cool. I like that I get new winners. That's pretty cool. We got some riddle masters here though, and sometimes they're tough to stump. So, so Big Boosh redeemed Lord of the Rings movie trivia. I will ask that in just one moment. Just going to get Bounder Primstone to the end here. I've cleared the path for him. All he has to do is just walk on his little hobbity legs here. Okay, I'm surprised you made it here. I have the trivia out. I just have to defeat these guys. Alright, guard. Your day of doom has arrived. I love the sounds these goblins make when they get attacked, or when they gurgle and burble. More hurler. Oh, and here comes Lubok himself. Thought he was elite. Okay, and Halros is here. Okay, so here's the redemption. Let's see here. Okay, this one was from Fellowship of the Ring. So, what does Gandalf throw on the ground in disgust when he can't unlock Moria's doors? What does he throw on the ground in disgust when he can't unlock Moria's doors? Mando, his hat? No, no. A 2-day-old donut. Zerb. If he had that one under his hat, you never know what's under Radagast's hat, but that was Gandalf. I don't know if he'd have a donut. Zerb, his staff. Yes, welcome. Welcome to the chat and welcome to the victory circle. You got the answer to that riddle. It was his staff. He threw his staff to the ground in disgust when he couldn't get the Melon the first time around.
Greetings.
So, did you win a new card?
Saruman's treachery has delayed me too long. I can only hope that
Speak
Frodo
of the devil.
and Sam have left the Shire. Without my aid, their road will be a perilous one. Frodo must rely upon the Rangers and your prowess to see him to the end.
All right. So Gandalf speaks. Thank you guys for throwing up the Discord and the YouTube if you want to watch any of the old streams. This is stream number 41. We hit stream number 40 last time. It's a pretty big benchmark. I mean, even going, for me, I am far from pro streamer. I just I'm kind of winging it as I go, but having lots of fun. So
What do you need?
okay, so this is going to send us to Barliman Butterbur. Okay. And now, oh no! I forgot Aunt Prunella's umbrella. I fought all the way up there and I didn't get it. Oh no. Alright, well, I'm going to take a quick trip. And I'm going to bypass a lot of that stuff. Oh my. I think I actually started fighting up the slope too, and then I don't know what came. I think I cleared out all the goblins even at the top, and I didn't grab the umbrella. I can't believe it. I can believe it, because that's, sometimes I think that may have been when the raid came in, like one of the two. The first raid came in, and then Big Boosh came in, and I just lost it. John, I know what you're thinking. You don't even have to say it. Gotta breathe. Anyway, the good news is that this is the last quest of the Shire, and hopefully I don't pay for my skipping of all these by a horde of angry goblins all coming after me at once. I'm gonna stop this running away when I get up the hill. Anyway, hope everybody is off to a really good start to their week. Had a good Tuesday. Maybe you're just unwinding. Maybe you're having dinner. Now that there's a lot of folks, I should actually reiterate this just for those of you who aren't yet in the know or who are just joining us. Lord of the Rings Lotro stream was supposed to have a stream today that was a casual stroll through Yonder Shire, so the new area, and I will say that it has been rescheduled. So if you're looking for a sneak peek at the new area, which is supposed to release in April, so next month sometime, it will be on Friday. Friday from 11:30 until 1 p.m. I believe Cord may be joining the casual stroll to do this. Maybe they wanted to do kind of a dual stream. I'm not sure how they're going to do it, but I was looking forward to today, and I think a lot of us were, because a lot of us were streaming Lotro today. It was quite a busy day. I had 4 streams open at the same time. So Swimmer, I wanted to do a few shout-outs here, if you can. The first, we shouted out the Green-Eyed Gamer, but you can give her another shout-out. I'm going to shout out the people that I was watching today. I had 5 actually, but 4 on. Oh boy, 4 on at a time. Oh no! Oof. Okay, so Swimmer, I hope you're there. Earth the Swimmer. Swimmer the Roo, where are you? Okay, and Big Boosh 7. If you can shout out Big Boosh, thank you very much for the raid. Getting a little Destiny in. Also, I was watching Christy. Now, Christy, I don't know if Christy's still on. Let me see. I think it's, let me just go double check on the pronunciation of the Christy. I think it's X Christy with 2 Y's. I'm pretty sure. Anyway, Christy was streaming. Christy's a fun streamer, guys. If you haven't followed her, go give her a follow. I greatly enjoy her stream. She's young, she's fun. She has a lot of fun in her stream, and it comes across as like very real. Let's see here. Where would she be? Where are you, Christy? There. So it's I'll do the shout out myself actually. It's X Christy with 2 Y's _ X. Okay, so let's do this. Boom. I think that's it. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so Christy, that's another great streamer. I really enjoy that stream. That's one of my favorites. And also, if you can do a shout out, Swimmer the Roof for Lyron 1986. I had his stream on. He was doing a raid. I didn't get to catch much of the stream today, just because they were prepping for the raid when I had to leave. I had some work things to do. But Lyron's kind of my guilty pleasure. He does a lot of endgame stuff. And they kind of do it in a learning way there, so I really appreciate that. So I actually get to watch some of the new stuff. I've kind of been using non-spoilers for the most part. I want to kind of get there and then see it, but Lyron's a lot of fun. A lot of fun because I like to watch the raid progression. I like to watch, like, okay, so maybe they don't get it on the first try or the second try, but eventually they do get it, and I appreciate that as a former raider. Progression is very important. So as well, Lyron's a kinmate of mine. We found out just last week. He's in the same kin. He's in Syndicate of the Silent Tower on the Laurelland server, and I've been in the Syndicate since 2016. I was actually there like 4 years before him, but definitely not an active member. It was one of those cases of where you have characters on a server that you just don't visit anymore, and that was definitely the case there. So, okay, so I have to turn in these quests. I have to turn in a Flare for Danger and Prunella's Umbrella, and then we're going to Arid Luin on this completionist run. I've decided, I was talking with my friend Gondaman in the last stream, and Gondaman was asking me, are you going to be doing the Bingo Boffin quests?
What do you need?
And I really love those quests. They're endearing. So this is kind of funny. Poor Aunt Prunella. To think she'd meet her end at the hands of goblins. And then Daisy says, don't be silly. Prunella's been visiting me all day. So poor Fosco was traumatized. They found her we found her umbrella, but there was nothing to be had. There was no problems.
Hello.
And Prunella is alive and well. So yeah. So I'm going to do the Bingo Boffin quests. I'm going to do them. I'm just actually that should be a poll. Maybe we could do a poll, Swimmer the Roo. I don't know if you can do a poll like now. If you can do it quickly while I'm riding to the next thing. But if you want to do a poll, should we do Bingo Boffin quests before we leave the Shire? Or should we do Bingo Boffin quests as their own stream at some point? Jump Random, welcome. Welcome to the chat. Welcome. And thank you very much for that follow. Appreciate you being here. Hopefully you're enjoying the stream on a Tuesday evening. Yeah, so maybe we could get that poll going, Swimmer the Roo. So, should Bingo Boffin quests be done before we go to Arid Luin while we're still in the Shire? Or should they be done in their own stream? Jump around. New to the game, just playing 3 weeks now. Well, welcome to Lotro. Welcome to the family, because this community truly is a family. What server are you playing on? And what are you playing? Work is done. What did I miss? There's Gondo. You actually missed. You must have. Your ears must have been ringing, Gondaman. Because I was just talking about you. We were talking about Bingo Boffin. So do its own stream. Okay, all right, fair enough. I think that would be good because then maybe we could do the whole story like as far as we can get, and we'll start in the Shire and just like follow the adventures of Bingo on his own stream. I think that'd be fun. So maybe we won't have a poll because I think the overwhelming consensus is probably just do the own stream. So Gondo, yeah, so that's what we were talking about. And you're maining a Hobbit burglar. Awesome. I love to hear that. I love to hear a burglar. Burglars are so much fun. My main is a burglar. I will say it is now. Like it's kind of changed over the years. I've been playing for the better part of 14 years, and my main has changed several times. I went from a guardian to a captain to a burglar, and that little bit of champion as a secondary mixed in through all those. So that's pretty neat. So Gondo, hopefully you had a good end to your workday. Welcome to the stream. We got raided twice. I made the whole damn thing for only... You can put it up there if it's still there, Rue. You can put it up there. We'll see. We'll make a good argument for it. We'll see. Raids galore. Yeah, so we got raided by Jessica. And it's gone now. Aw, Swimmer. You know what, Swimmer? I'm gonna take you out for an ice cream. I'll make it up to you. No problem. I'll take you out to Dairy Queen. That's a little inside joke. Swimmer actually works at this establishment, so a double chocolate chip ice cream. Now you're talking. Oh, Swimmer. Swimmer is the master of making blizzards. For those of you who are familiar with Dairy Queen, I mean, like it's a North American chain. Swimmer has his first job. It's his first job, and he's a blizzard making wizard. Oh, Thane is up there. Butterfinger blizzard, please. Gondo, we don't have Butterfinger blizzards up here in Canada. Oh, we don't have peanut butter sauce either, I don't think. Oh my goodness. Butterfinger. So Butterfinger is my guilty pleasure when I go down south. We didn't have Butterfinger candy bars up here. We didn't. I'm telling. Oh no, we just lost Gondo. We just lost him. Rip.
What do you need?
Okay, so we got some items here. So sorry, 1 second here. Look at this. Why don't you just give me a bat? You know, that's just a bat. Batter up. My Brawler's hitting lead off. Anyway, so there's some kind of not great cosmetics, but we have the... Oh, you do have the peanut butter sauce. Okay, I did not know you had the peanut butter sauce. Playing on Landrival. It was sort of the default when I signed up. Not a bad idea. I will say that all of my experienced tunes jump random are on Landrival. I transferred them all there a few years back, basically when I was kind of consolidating and picking one server. So I've got my main Cappy there. I've got my Guardian, Champion. I'm getting some weird effects, man. This town person just walked on top of the lamppost and then came back on. So, oh no, I don't think we have Snickers Blizzards up here either, John. I'm gonna take some heat here, fuck. No Reese's Pieces either. I think there's Smarties up here. Are they? Okay. We don't have that either. Reese's Pieces, Gondo or a Swimmer, we do have Reese's Pieces. Okay. Ooh, I'm going to let you handle these questions. I just know that when I was down there, there were a couple of blizzards that I truly enjoyed that we didn't have up here.
Hello.
But we're deprived up here. I'm about the sternly worded email. Oh my. Oh boy. Gondo's fired up. Gondo, I don't think I've ever seen you this you know, like it's like when that sentence, you know, I can't believe Gollum could be associated with hobbits, however deplorable, and it said Frodo with some heat. You know, Gondo's like, I'm about to write a sternly worded email. He said with some heat. You know, so Gondo's getting warm. He's heating up. Hot like fire. Hot burning desire. That was so off key. Remind me not to sing for you guys again. At least not something that's within my range. We have O. Henry. So, Swimmer, there's a lot of our... Oh, you guys okay, O. Henry? I didn't know O. Henry was south of the border. There's a lot of candy bars that we have up here that are not available. Hate to break the news, guys, but you don't have Dairy Queen. We have Canadian Dairy Queen, John. And why do you think I'm complaining all the time about our food? You know, it's like a great disappointment. I'm not going to lie. I wish we had better food selection. Right, Swimmer? Right? Canadian food sucks. It's true, especially in our area. Swimmer, I will say this. If you lived in the Kingston area or in the Toronto area, so someone made blizzards. Nice. I worked at a Foster Freeze. They have DQ in the States, yes. Yes, they do. Zerbit, and it's a sad day for sure, yeah. So I'm always complaining about the quality of Canadian food and my selection up here. We live in northern, well, I guess it's not really northern Canada. Like, we're not up in Nunavut or the territories. We're in the north central part of the province that we live in, though. And we're far enough away from the metropolises. Like, we're far enough away from Toronto where, you know, it's actually takes a drive to get up here. So, hey, Kingston, have you ever eaten at a place called the Whistle Stop? I want to say yes. The Whistle Stop. Oh, Five Guys is the only decent food here, but it's still better in the U.S. It's true. The Whistle Stop. Where would it be in Kingston? Where would it be, Zerbit? Anyway, Kingston or Toronto do have, you know, finer cuisine. But, let's see here. Okay, we're almost there. Okay, I'm gonna put these on hold right now because we're not going to Bree right now. We're going to Arid Lewin. It's a nice, quick, tidy area. Born in Toronto, now living in Northwest Arizona. Zerbit, right on. Okay, all right. That is a switch of climate. Although I'll tell you this, Toronto, unless it's like a major winter storm. Toronto, being the city that it is and being in the southern part of the province, doesn't get the severe kind of winter that we get. They get a few big snowstorms a year, like, you know, a handful, where we get them like basically 1 or 2 a week. So, where am I going? I'm going to Thorns. Ah, Zerb, so that's right on. Okay, I didn't realize that. So if you're wondering, I actually, the closest that I lived in Toronto was I lived in Oakville. Oakville is just basically up the 401, which is like the major highways here. And I lived in Oakville for the better part of 8 years, I want to say. And I liked going, I had a love-hate affair with Toronto. I liked going in to watch ball games and, you know, to watch sporting events, hockey and basketball. Well, there was no basketball team when I was there, but I've been since. I like making Toronto as a destination place, but I really hated to go in just, you know, like to go to a pub in Toronto. I'd rather just kind of stay local, or, you know, like a couple times my friends wanted to go to dance clubs, and despite my height and weight, I could actually, you know, I was actually a good dancer once upon a time. Not gonna lie, delving into that old steely past. But, yeah, it was just it just seemed like it was a big pain. Plus, it's just overwhelming, you know, like I grew up in a small town. We had like under 5,000 in the town. And to go from there to like Toronto, a city of, at the time it was like 2 million, that's a big step for a country boy, you know.
I would be grateful for your assistance.
What am I missing? Oh, hello. Those aren't those things. Are these the Bayonne honey cakes? Oh, okay, we got a treat. Maybe a video card to prove your dancing prowess. Oh my goodness. I didn't do the mashed potato. That's before my time. But folks, check it out. Basilla has made the Bjorning honey cakes recipe. This is from the Discord, everyone. So she's drizzled a little bit of honey. I am going to do a taste test. Have you done a taste test yet? Oh yeah, she's eating one now. Okay, so I'm gonna do a taste test right here on screen. Are they hot? Like, are they gonna burn? Oh, okay. They're really like rich. Like, I find the batter is really rich. Yeah, so John and everyone, I would recommend these. They don't they're like little muffins, but Bjorn's honey cakes, they are the honey cakes. I don't know if you can see, but there's actually a little bit of honey on there. Yeah, and the honey just sweetens it perfectly. I don't mean to eat on stream, but that's really cool. The recipe worked, folks. It worked. Very nice, very nice. All right, thank you. Wow, getting all kinds of treats here on the stream. So go ahead and make those honey cakes, folks. I would recommend them. They're actually really good. I do. I'm like recovering, right? If I was feeling like I'm too tired to stream, you know, it's just like I feel pulses going through me. I just need to, you know, I don't want to get too into in-combat morale, but maybe in-combat dance, you know, one of these times I'll just get up, bust a little move, do a little, you know, shaky. Anyway, at the risk of making a total fool of myself, they are delicious. So be sure to try the recipe that I post after this, after the stream. Anyway, so if you're watching the stream, and oh my goodness, Gondo, no. Oh, the danger of live streaming. Oh boy. It was the honey cakes. I'm blaming the honey cakes. The honey cakes are at fault there. I'm not gonna lie. Let's see here. So I'm just gonna turn in this.
Well met.
Okay, so now it looks like, how many quests do I have here? I have 5. Okay. Send 1 batch of honey cakes for ransom. Gondo, I just need your mailing address, and you know, hopefully they get there quick enough before they turn into hockey pucks, because, you know, like baking. You know, I'm gonna tell you this too. I believe these called for flour. I think there was some flour in the recipe. And I'm going to talk about this because I find this is kind of a cool thing. I read an article. Now, you know how much I love the South, okay? I've said it several times in the stream. I love Southern hospitality. I love Southern cooking. One of the things I really love from the South, and it's cliched, but they're bloody delicious, is biscuits. I love Southern biscuits, like especially with breakfast, you know, or with chicken, anything. If it's an authentic Southern biscuit in a good, like, you know, a Waffle House or like a specific breakfast place, or even cooked at home, biscuits and gravy. You know, people are like, ew, isn't that, you know, it is Gondo. It is food of the gods. It's amazing. And let's see here. Oh, what's this? Nightbot timed out Energon. No. No, Nightbot! Oh no, Swimmer, can you unban Energon? Okay, thank God. I'm sorry, John. I'm sorry. Bad Nightbot. I gotta tell you guys, me and Nightbot, we're having words. I'm so close to firing him and bringing in the Moobot, you know, but I gotta tell you. Anyway, so you know how I love those biscuits. So, you know, quite often, you know, Basilla kind of takes that as like, oh yeah, challenge accepted, right? And she'll try to make like Southern biscuits, and she's made pralines, you know, like homemade pralines. That's another kind of delicacy that I've experienced in the South. And she makes them, and they're just not the same. Right? And, you know, I think she was a little saddened by it because she's an excellent cook. She really is. But the problem is not in her or how she make, it's in the ingredients. And it's the magic of flour and regional flour. So basically, we live in the north, and I noticed this too because if you go out for biscuits in say like Connecticut, Rhode Island, like upstate New York, if you have biscuits there, they're not quite as good as they are from the south. They aren't, and the reason is because we have a different strain of grain that we use for the biscuits up here. Like it's a northern strain of grain. It's a little hardier than the southern strain, which and the growing season is different and the harvesting season is different. So it's just those slight little differences do actually add up and make for a different taste in grain. And I was reading this article and I was like, that totally explains a lot of things. One thing it didn't explain to me though was one of my favorite restaurants when I go down there, and I'm really looking forward to this because I just found out my friend works there now. He's actually just doing it kind of as a side gig, but is Texas Roadhouse. Okay, I love Texas Roadhouse. I love the steaks, and I love those biscuits that they bring you there, like with the apple cinnamon or with the cinnamon butter. You get like a load of biscuits to start your meal. Well, they're just little buns, I guess. Anyway, they're delicious, and they're the same. If I go to Watertown, New York, for example, just across the Canadian border, and go to the Roadhouse there, they're the same as they are in Florida. And I was like, how can this be? Because of the flour. Well, the chain actually does transport the flour and the ingredients for the biscuits from the south to the north, specifically for that. Where a lot of chains and restaurants, especially mom and pop shops, do not. They just buy local flour, whether it's Robin Hood or, Five Roses or whatever kind of flour that you can buy. That's kind of the deal. That's what you see is what you get. So that's why, John, that's why, like, you can go to a Roadhouse anywhere in America and you're going to get that same great bread. And that kind of solves the mystery, but it presents a painful reminder of why it's so hard to get like good biscuits up here for like biscuits and gravy and stuff, because we have the northern flour and it's just not as good. It's just not as good. So that's my tale about the north and the south as far as biscuits go. People are just, these NPCs are walking, they're like climbing stuff and they're disappearing. I had that sheep go right through a tree. It's kind of, there's some strange happenings going on in the Shire and Ered Luin here on Treebeard. I hope that nothing serious has happened with pathing. Not again, right? Anyway, let's have some movie trivia. Haven't had any kind of trivia or riddles since Big Boosh did his raid. So, these, you know what? This is a really easy card, actually. So, there's a couple of them. Anyway, let's do this one. Who has the largest army in Middle-earth? Who has the largest army in Middle-earth? In the Lord of the Rings movies. Who has the largest army? These ones are actually pretty good. So, if you want to buff your correct answers for this, it is Zerb. Zerb coming in clutch twice now. Zerb, you're on the verge of joining the Riddle Master and Trivia Master crew. You got 2 correct answers in one stream. One more, and you win a pack of hot dogs. Win a set of steak knives. Let's see here. Neurogen, I'm back. Can't seem to find a decent guild in my server or people to play with. Finding it boring on my own. So Neurogen, I may have missed it earlier, but are you free to play or a paying customer? Yeah, Nero, what server are you on? It wasn't Landrival. That was our other newcomer, right? Jump Random. All right, Steely and everyone in chat. I'll see you all next time. Have a good rest of your stream, Steely. Thank you so much, Noah. Thanks for hanging out. If you need anything in game, just send me a post or a message, and I'll do my best to help you out. As well, if you need to run, next on your Guardian, you'll have to run Gartha Garwin. Always up for doing that. So, very cool. Have a good evening, and take care of yourself too. Keep feeling better. I see the most popular servers are US, but I made a new character on Evernight. Okay. Treebeard is great if you decide you like it enough to become VIP. Absolutely. It's also, there's an advantage to Treebeard being a new player as well. By Noah, show those dishes hell. So the level cap is 60, so you can actually get up to current level cap with everybody else on the server fairly quickly. Even it being a slow progression server, it really gets you a chance to experience the game, you know, check out what's what, you know, do some questing, do some exploring. So so good stuff. But it is a pay. It is not free to play. It is a subscriber only server. Evernight, though, I would say that's a really good choice as well. I know a couple of people who play on Evernight. It is the I believe, now, I don't know if Zhugon's still here, but I think Zhugon would know this. He's a proponent of Evernight. And I think Zhugon mentioned that it is the highest population on a European server. So that's a bonus. There should be a lot of people. Can't find a decent guild. Now you're playing on Evernight and it says or people to play with. So here's the trick, Nero, is you're logging in now. It's 7 p.m. In North America. It's like basically midnight or 1 in the UK, in Europe. So so you're kind of going in at an off-peak time for Evernight. So that could be an issue. If you play a lot of the times in the morning or early afternoon, then that makes it pretty much peak hours for the Euro server. So you'd be much more likely to find a group or find a kinship if you were playing around 11, 12, you know, that sort of thing. So that may be helpful. And for sure, if you do enjoy the game enough to want a VIP, come on over to Treebeard. We've got room for you in the Pathfinder Society. We're very helpful. Gondo, John, Noah, bunch of legends over here. Zerbit, you know, a bunch of guys who have played for a long time. And we're always willing to answer questions. We're usually willing to help. I won't say always, because sometimes help's a tricky thing, right? Like, you know, I like helping when I can, but at the same time, there's just sometimes real life gets in the way, and you know, maybe someone else can step in, sort of thing. So, but I ran across a couple of people who really kind of wanted to be walked through the entire game, like power leveled, and I just couldn't do it. I enjoy kind of doing the small stuff. Power level me to 90. Deserve it. These honey cakes. Oh, they're actually like almost even better when they've cooled off a little bit. Okay, so I gotta bring this to Bavor.
Greetings, traveler. Come and stay.
And I wanted to ask Jessica as well. So if you're doing a zone and you're doing a completionist run, and you're doing a zone like Arid Lewin, for example. Arid Lewin, depending on which race you are, if you're a dwarf, you start at Thorns, or what are those new stout axes? They're also a race of dwarves, so they're just different from the regular dwarves. But if you're part of those two races, you start at Thorns. But if you're an elf or a high elf, you begin at Kalandim on the other side of the map. And I'm wondering if she considers doing a completionist run is doing like both Kalandim quests and Thorns, because eventually they kind of meet. They collide, those two zones, in the middle of like Thrassy's Lodge, and a lot of the later content is very similar. So I'm gonna have to ask her that. That's kind of an interesting thing. I think you can actually wear it. This is new. I must say, before, you used to get to the bottom of the stairs, and it would automatically dismount you when you used to come down to this tunnel. I guess they've eased up on the travel restrictions in Thorns Hall. So. And I've already done the prologue in the Shire, and there's a prologue quest out here as well. And I'm not sure if I should do that as well. I know it's kind of funny because you figure 100% completionist, but like, how completionist does it have to be? Let's see here. Question for you. On a level-capped server like Treebeard, do you zip to cap and then go back and get the traits, or do you do them along the way? Same thing with the book quest. Okay, so, and then Pink, thanks for the chat. Jessica did all the starter areas. She's using an XP blocker to play them on level. Okay, very cool. So I guess I'll accept this then. I'll accept this,
Come and stay a moment.
this prologue quest. Okay, so Zerb, I will tell you that normally I complete each zone, and I'm kind of basically the first 5 zones. So I'm talking Ered Luin, the Shire, Bree, Lone Lands, North Downs. I complete them 100%. Like, I do all the deeds. I don't do all the quests, but I do all the deeds. I get all the traits. They're all done. Normally in Bree, I'll leave the Bree rep dungeons, like I'll do the spiders, but I'll leave the barrow whites and something else. I'll leave them so that they're there for me to come back to, but I won't do them. But I do them all. And then when I get to like Trollshaw's Ivendim, that's where I'll do all the deeds, including the exploration deeds. But quite often I've got like Slayer deeds left over that I come back to when I'm higher level. I just leveled my captain. I zip to cap. And then Fulis and I, because I'm paired up with a hunter, are going to go back and get all of our traits and deeds done. It's in retrospect. I never do that. So this is like something new to me. I never do it. So, okay, so I'm going to do this. And eventually I'm going to get out of the... I'm going to get out of the grayed out quests here. I'm going to get back into greens. I think I'll use a disabler when I get to level 17, just to make sure I keep everything on the kosher. I really do find Ered Luin has 30 quests. It's pretty quick. And I always, this is kind of my usual progression. I'll go from the Shire to Ered Luin, then to Bree. And I don't want to be too high level when I get to Bree, because I like having the quests within a couple of levels of me.
Won't you give me
The
even
flow
a
to
moment?
Nogwan. You know what? I think I might get that disabler right now. Just give me one moment. 1 second, folks. Just 1 second. Okay, let's get back to this. Sorry about that. Let's see here. You know what? I'm going to put that on right now. So my experience is now disabled on Treebeard. Who'da thunk it? Okay, so Guard Captain Unar is where? Where is he? Oh, is he in the middle? He might be in the middle. He is. Okay.
What is the meaning of this?
The meaning of this is I have to talk to Vithar. The nice thing about doing here's the advantage of doing the Ered Luin prologue as compared to like doing the Shire prologue. And I've kind of, you may have guessed it or whatnot, but there's just one specific benefit that makes it worthwhile. Especially if you're trying to do it on Deadly, or if you're doing it on level. There's an area in Ered Luin called Rath Tareg. Okay. It's just south of Gondaman. And it's got some location deeds in it. You have to find 5 locations in Rath Tareg. 4 of them are very easy to get to. Oh, this little music. These runes on this thing. I don't know if those are just shoring. But... Dwarf architecture, Vithar.
I am beset by
What happened? He got bashed. Guard Captain Unar. So 4 of them are easy to get to. The fifth, unfortunately, is not. It's at the top of a ramp, and for some reason, well, I guess it's just age-old sort of thing to prevent you from getting it there. Maybe to force you to do the prologue, because it was rather difficult. For some reason, about halfway up the hill, all of the goblins in that area go from being regular mobs to signatures. They're all elites, so it's very difficult to fight your way through there on level, especially on deadly, because they have like, you know, 1,000 morale apiece, and if they gang up on you, you know, it can quickly become dangerous. But if you do the prologue, you do instances, and there are some instances that take you. One of the instances takes you, I believe it's the last one, takes you right up there and right into the last deed zone, and it counts.
My Turin's beard! Hear me out!
Search the Silver Deep. Okay, I would have missed the Silver Deep actually. It's a deed zone as well. So that's one advantage to doing the Arid Luin prologue, is you actually get a nice little instance that takes you up there where the mobs are not elite in the instance. It's just like fight your way up to the top. It's the first time you meet Sarah Oakhart in Arid Luin. Bless her soul. The Silver Deep, eh? I haven't done this prologue in forever as well. Forever. Okay. So we're here to find something in the Silver Deep. I'm not sure how far you have to go in here. I'm not sure if you have to go all the way to where you find the flowers in the dwarf intro, or if you have to go much further. I'm taking advantage of the fact that everything is gray in here. For those of you who are wondering why I'm not really fighting anything, even though goblins are a deed, you don't really get to you don't get deed credit for class deeds. Penny says, gotta take my dogs on a walk before. You got a second dog, Penny? I thought you only had the one little pooch there, the cute one that's on your thing. Take care. Don't think I'll make another stream until next Tuesday. I got you. I got the work schedule and whatnot, but thanks, Penny. Appreciate that. I'll be in touch, Penny, too. I might be down in your neck of the woods at some point in time in a couple weeks, so we'll see. That'd be pretty cool. Okay. So yeah, so you don't get credit for the class deeds when you are... Oh, here he is, the Dead Dower Hand. I have 2. We'll post on Discord. Awesome. Awesome. Yeah, thanks again, Penny. Thanks for being here right from the beginning. Appreciate you. And, well, we should talk. We should talk at some point in time on maybe getting a little bit of a reunion going with a couple other folks. So, yeah. Anyway, take care, Penny. We'll talk to you soon. Yeah, so, and another thing is travels. Another thing is we can, we're gonna get green goblins soon. Not, pardon the pun, but they'll be green, then they'll be light blue, and then they might actually be dark blue with the experience disabler. So it's a little more worthwhile fighting them on level. We can get some of these class deeds done. Although I think, if I'm not mistaken, sounds good. Pie. All right. If I'm not mistaken, where was I going with this? I think I'm almost done all the class deeds for this Brawler. Brawlers are weird. They're a weird class. I guess maybe it's because the class was so hastily designed. The class deeds, I'm done quite a few of them. Like, I've completed tier 1 completely, so that's 3. I've completed 1 of 3 of tier 2. Serious Demeanor, I'm getting close. Use Get Serious. I've got 114 of 150. Make a Mockery. I don't have that yet. I haven't unlocked it. And Way of the Fulcrum. I don't have that either. I think that may be the. If you trade blue, because you only get 2 trait lines as well. So that's worth exploring. So right now I've only got Serious Demeanor. I basically just have to pop Get Serious a few more times, and that deed is done. There we go. So it's an interesting class. Never played it before. This is the highest level I've taken it, level 16. And another thing that I hear about, maybe I'm playing it at the right point in time, because according to the new producer's letter, the Brawler is getting a DPS upgrade. It is. So this could be a cool chance that all of a sudden, I find this is a pattern with Lotro. You get a class that gets boosted, right? I'll give you an example. Burglars. Unar's Pauldrons, okay. Bring the Dowerhand Swordhilt to Dwalin. Okay. Dwalin's bad day. Oh boy. So they improve a class. Like I'm going to use Burglar for example. I mained a Burglar when they changed the Burglar, and they all of a sudden made it a viable like single target DPS class. I can say that my Burglars could keep up with Hunters. I know Penny is gone now, but she would agree with me. My Burglar was pretty deadly, and they added a couple of AoEs to it, and it really made it a viable class in raids. Not too many people worry about fellowship maneuvers and doing, the actual like sequence of them, but they were a viable DPS class for a while, and then they nerfed them. They thought, okay, it's just too much sort of thing, and I agree because I was doing skill damage with my AoEs, and I was doing like 10,000. Your skill had 2 hits, and they'd hit 3 mobs, and I was like critting for 10,000 per mob on 3 mobs. It was just like I was easily out DPSing a champ. And that was just the one skill, and the refresh was very, very low on it.
Will you help me?
So that was the Berg, and then they nerfed him. Now Champions recently became a kind of in vogue again and an in thing because they got a boost in DPS. They discovered that they worded something improperly in the Champion, and they redid the class, and they increased the multiplier for the damage. So all of a sudden, Champions became monsters. And then finally, it looks like Champions are about to get their nerf because they announced in the Friday stream, Brawlers need a purpose in endgame. Like, for example, an aura that increases DPS, health, healing, selectable. Yes, I agree, 100%. There are a couple of skills early on that I kind of talked to Willie to the rest of. It's probably Wheelie to the west of Freren's Court. So I've discovered this Zerb. We've got like Shattering Fist, for example, right? Is an example of something that they could work with. So it reduces armor value for 20 seconds, reduces target armor. So you have a class that can do that in a raid. That might be worth it if they give you an option to boost it where it's viable. Target run speed, crowd control, other classes do it better. 3-second stun, again, not really viable crowd control. That's a single target flurry skill, 1 AoE. But there's some build-ups here. This one is kind of interesting. If you finish with low strike, make it an aura that is applied to the group raid. Yes, for sure. And this is an example of what they could do with this. So low strike, for example, if low strike is the most recent setup attack used, the next damaging metal spender, so any one of these are metal spenders, the next damaging one may render its target vulnerable. Vulnerable targets take additional damage from all sources. Certain skills may take advantage of vulnerability for added effect. Okay, that's great for this, and it would be great for the rest of the Fellowship, but what is it, and what is the magnitude? Like, put it in there. Give them a consistent, viable option. So that's an improvement that I hope to see. And then there's this one. Dexterous setup. If the Dexterous took, then your next metal spender will deal 35 additional damage. So if you're using a skill, all of a sudden maybe this could contribute to DPS. You're using this as a setup for your big overhand smash or something. So there's possibilities.
What do you need?
But they're not quite here yet. Again, I'm playing level 16. I'm not really there yet either, but I already feel that. Zerbit. I definitely do. So we're going to Noglon now. Alright. I'll just drive there. I'll just boot on down. Not going to take too long. Okay, so while I'm on the road, let's do another trivia question. You guys ready? This one's going to be quick too. This card that I drew is actually not too difficult. So it's kind of intro to Lord of the Rings movie trivia. If you've watched the films, you should know the answer. So let's see here. This is from Fellowship of the Ring. What city does Aragorn refuse to lead the ring within 100 leagues of? What city does Aragorn refuse to lead the ring within 100 leagues of? And I just about fell off the path here. Again, very, very pretty simple beginner trivia if you've seen the movie, or even if you play Lord of the Rings Online. This city is in Lord of the Rings Online. And what city does Aragorn refuse to lead the ring within 100 leagues? Bree? No, Zerb? No. I guess a better trivia question would be, what city does he refuse to lead the ring within 100 leagues of? And who is he speaking to when he makes this statement? And Jinjar Minas Tirith, yes, that is correct. The bonus question is, who was he speaking to when he said that line? Adding a little bonus onto that. I cannot spell it out. You got it. Yeah, there it is. So Zerb coming in. Sean Bean, also known as Boromir, is talking to Boromir. Yep. Good job, guys. Well done. Again, that was a little bit of an easy one. Sometimes they mix in. I had one that was like, and I'm going to tell you, this is kind of a little inconsistent, but I had this one trivia question on the first card that I ever drew. That was like, how many wargs escaped the battle of the pre-Helm's Deep battle on the landscape where Aragorn took a tumble off the cliff? How many wargs escaped from that battle? And I was like, what in the heck? I don't pay attention to how many wargs are taken off, or, you know, like, I had no idea. So, I think Gondaman got that one, actually, but, and that's not really something easily that you can look up either, you know, like you can Google or you can do anything like that. Of course, we don't Google here, but Kentucky Fried Warg. I think it was four swimmer. It was 4 wargs. Okay, so now we're down in Noglond. I did it again, folks. I overran my destination. Well, this is cool. There's Ragnall. I'm gonna cheer him. Alright. We're gonna take the horse back to Noglon. I overran it, went on to Gondaman, got so excited to enter the city of my friend. Oh, that's delicious. Anyway, for those of you who are just joining, welcome to the stream. We're kind of winding down a little bit, getting close to the end, but we still got a little ways to go. I'm Steely Dad. I've been streaming since December. I'm not a variety streamer, I can say that. I'm pretty much sticking to Lord of the Rings Online. I've been playing the game for quite some time, have some stories to tell. Have a little bit of experience, but honestly, today my experience did not serve me well. I had a burglar question come up, and I think this was my unfinished tale. And I gave my opinion of it, and I mentioned something else that I know was fact once upon a time, but it seems that my information is outdated. So it would seem that if you're playing a burglar, and you were worried about stealth level, like the burglar has different levels of stealth, and you can actually trait a certain way to have more stealth levels. Apparently it doesn't work the way it used to. When I first joined the game, it was basically almost an uncharted number, and all it stood for was like basically like your own level of non-detection, and it wasn't linked to the levels of the mobs that you were investigating like it is now. So apparently now, if you have stealth, say you have stealth +4, okay, on your burglar, that means that you have stealth equivalent to your level. So say if I'm a level 16 burglar and I have +4 stealth, I have a stealth level of 20. So I can safely stealth near and around mobs that are 4 levels higher than I am. That's how the new stealth measurement works. Before, it was basically, it was always a Moor's skill. And it was just basically hiding from the creeps in the moors. You didn't really worry too much about it in landscape or in instances or anything. Yeah, they own that. But it is Gondo. So I learned something new, you know. And Snuggle Bunsies looked it up, and she's pretty damn good at like looking stuff up, and her own knowledge is quite considerable, but she's not afraid to get her hands dirty and kind of get to the source. So that was kind of cool to find out. I also know that once upon a time, when Will was different, like basically you needed Will if you were going to be a healer, if you were going to be a captain, a minstrel. This is pre-Runekeeper days as well. That you'd need. She really is. And I'd like to get her here in Treebeard. You know, it'd be fun to have her in the kinship. But Will used to determine like your own perception, like basically what your character was able to see. Will was the equivalent of wisdom, and it was like you could spot enemies that, you know, it says like, for example, I'm near some right now, right? I'm near Lynx Prowlers, for example. You'll see those, and I'm gonna try to get one here on the stream. Basically, you're just gonna run into it no matter what, but I'll try to show you. Try to demonstrate.
Well met.
Because there's usually... Okay, let's kill some bears. Whoop. Let's get out of that circle. Okay, so there's some Vale Wildcats. I guess we'll kill those. We need to kill 10 of everything. So things are starting to catch up a little bit. I just saw a green bear. Well, not a green bear, but like a difficulty level green bear. Oh, the beer mugs are now one-shotting things. That's cool. So you'll see a pop-up if I find one of these stealth lynxes. This is just smashing, just Hulk smash. Oh, there's a Vale. Okay, so the bears are green. They're green at level 8. Oh, I almost one-tapped that with the... Oh, I should be using that. Should be using that as well. So we're killing bears because it's one of the quests. We need to kill bears, we need to kill lynx, we need to thin their numbers. But anyway, so Will used to determine your level of perception. Like, if you played a minstrel, a lore master, or a captain that was traded with Will, you had a higher chance of spotting stealth creatures. It was basically a Will check against their... there, I just found one. Vale Prowler. He found me, I didn't find him. And maybe, I don't even know if this is still the way. Will is my worst stat. It's at level 41, or it's at 41 points. So I'm not very smart. I'm a brawler, right? Like, I'm not even a smart brawler. I'm just kind of there. Just a massive meat. So that used to be the check. It used to be like characters with higher will would be able to spot the invisible mobs. Same with the Moors. You know, it was a little easier for the will-based characters to spot the wargs and the Moors. So, but I don't know if they've changed that because they changed will. Will is no longer even a stat that, like, will used to give you your blue bar, ladies and gentlemen. If we're getting, you know, it wasn't even that long ago, I don't think, that they made the change, but... So Will used to determine the amount of power, and that was another reason why you'd want to stack Will. I just got a mail from Zerbit. Oh, oh, Zerb. All right, Happy New Year. Thanks for the loot box. Start the party. I haven't found one yet, but now I'm sure I will. Thanks, Zerbit. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. I normally delete them. I used to just funnel them into the deletion. Like, there's a way that you can just delete an item in Lotro. I think it's through... How is it here? Where is it? Filters. There. Oh, there's the Prowler. Oh boy, he just came right at me. It said you have spotted a creature attempting to move stealthily about. That's the thing. So filters. Alt R. Yeah. So you can drag the loot box. I think quest filter. Sound filter, loot filter. So I think you can take this loot box, drag it in here, and then it becomes filtered account wide. You will not on this server. Oh, you can either filter filtered by character or filtered by account. Maybe that's two different things. Anyway, you can drag those so that you just don't find them anymore. They filtered them out. They won't drop as loot for you. So if you're really sick of getting your inventory clogged like the, you know, basically a post-fuelless visit bathroom at a Chinese restaurant. How's that for a metaphor? Then you'll want to put a filter in there. So, there we go. Especially for you, Fuelless. All right. So one more bear. Calling out Mr. Dom. You weren't there, Gondo. It was frightening. I think the gentleman who went in after real Mr. Dom came out, and Dom came out and he was smiling. You know, he was grinning like the cat that ate the canary. You know, and the guy who went in after him, God rest his soul, because I don't know if he survived. It was devastating. The building shook, I think. And I would say I'm kidding, but I'm not. That's the thing. So thank goodness I wasn't in the vicinity. I was already out in the vehicle. He was like, I have to go back in. I have to visit the men's room before we leave. The rest, as we say, is history. Ah, Rue, you should have been there. It was a moment of... Actually, you wouldn't have wanted to be in there, but you could have come with us to the Chinese buffet. That would have been fun. We'll go this summer. Make a trip. Alrighty, so I have to turn in some quests here. I'm going to go down and find the source of the canal's water flow problem first. And do that. Apparently thickets are clogging the canal. I didn't even need to beat up that bear. Maybe I'm just getting violent. Maybe I need another honey cake. Just get the morale back up. Clearing away these thickets. For those of you who have done this quest before, there may be an interesting fact to it that you're not aware of. There is another area. I've got 7 of 8 thickets here, right? There's another area where the thickets grow. I'm going to take you there now. This may be mind-blowing. This may be new. But folks, it's the reason that some folks come to the channel. They like a little nostalgia. They like a little chatting with Steely Dad about the way the game used to be. And I'm not 3-hour part. Oh, 3 hours. Very well done. Very well done. I wonder if they're here. This may make a liar out of me. There should be a set of thickets down here. Nobody goes here because you can just go. Oh no, they took it away. I think they took it away. I'm going to mislead this stream. Look at this. Look at this. They are no longer here. There used to be, no word of a lie, on Scout's honor, on my firstborn, that there used to be thickets right here blocking this water flow. There were 2 sets of thickets, and they took one out. You hate to see it, right, John? I feel robbed. Oh, Gondo, thank you. Thank you for that proof. I've used those before. If Gondo says it happened. Just letting you know. So yeah, so it's those thickets, and I think it was the way the quests were laid out. I think you had to go a little deeper into the zone before to get the goblin fetish, maybe. But I feel robbed. I feel like those thickets should have been there. All I wanted, what was I? No, I'm not even gonna go there. It's a tongue twister. Anyway, speaking of tongue twisters and thickets, let's have a riddle. You know, these things just don't connect. All right. Okay, let's do this, and you make it a little bit rough. You got to get the exact spelling. If you don't get the exact spelling, you're not going to get the answer to the riddle. So those of you who know, put a little extra effort in the spelling. Okay, the riddle are the movie trivia. Lord of the Rings movie trivia. What is the name of the actor playing Gandalf the White? What is the name of the actor playing Gandalf the White? I will accept the full name, first and last, with correct spelling. Just to make it a little more difficult because it's an easy one. Gondo? Nope. Nope, you're close, but no, there you go. Nope, nope, nuts. Zerbit beat you to it, Gondo. If you would have combined your first answer and your second answer, you would have gotten right. It is Sir Ian McKellen. Gondo, I gotta tell you, there was if this was just, like if this was an answer out loud, if this was Jeopardy and you would have gone, what is, answer was all yours. But Gondo, I couldn't accept it. I couldn't accept it. Zerbit, I think that's number 3. Zerb, I think that's your third correct answer to the stream. You have joined an elite group. Missed it by that much. Oh no. No, Zerbit got timed out. Nightbot down there. I'm sorry about that. Oh my, always a day late and $1 short, right? Day late, $1 short. Sorry, Zerbit, I didn't mean for Nightbot to do this. Swimmer the Root, can you fix Zerbit and make sure that he's back? Apuk. That's a close one. Apuk. I'm not sure that pronunciation, but maybe that's the revenge of Gondo, right? The Nightbot. But anyway, has followed. Thank you very much. I'm just going to call you Apu, but just because I can't get the correct pronunciation of the name, and I really don't want to butcher it. But thank you very much for your follow. Hopefully you're enjoying the stream. Hopefully you enjoyed that trivia and Gondo's this close answer. So Zerb, congratulations! 3 correct answers in one stream. I will say that it's seldom been done. I think it's only been done like 2 or 3 times before since December. So well done.
It is an insult.
Collect the goblin fetish.
Hear my accursed tale.
Okay, so we're doing this. So in case you're wondering, normally I'll read these quests. I really will. If I'm playing like, for example, I just finished playing a Hobbit Burglar. Nightbot is rampaging Zerbit. He is, he is the Lord of the Rings. Yes. Yes. So that Nightbot, man, we got to do something. I think Moobot is calling, and I think Steely must answer. I think that's that may be the solution. I thought we had that Nightbot fixed. I need Zash to come back to the stream. I haven't seen it in a few streams, but I need Zash to come back, and I need him to tell me how to fix my Nightbot, because he got it right the first time. Okay, so now we need to defeat Hendervale and the Veil of Thrain. Anyway, in case you're wondering, why is he not reading the quests like he used to? Why is he, like, doing everything so quickly? Well, it's not really a quick run, but it is a completionist run. I'm trying to do a 100% completion run on this Brawler. That's the first goblin I actually beat. So, in doing so, I'm also trying to kind of expedite things, so I'm not spending, like 3 streams in the same starter zone sort of thing. So the quests there's thousands of quests, right, Gondo? Like, really. So it's just kind of, it's just going to be something that we'll just have to kind of rampage through. Normally I'll give the basic idea, like right now, for example, we are bashing Hendervale in Ered Luin, 12 of them. And, I'm pretty excited, Gondo. What I'm excited about is, first of all, this is my first new class that I played in, like, since the Beorning, right? So I'm excited about that. I really want to get to learn this class. I want to know what strengths and weaknesses. I want to be one of those folks who say, like, I remember when they nerfed our class, or I remember when we got this, like, I like being part of that kind of crew. So I'm excited about that. Number 2, it's Treebeard, right? So Treebeard with the level 60 cap. I'm so sorry. There's a lot of trees going on here. I'm stuck. Okay, I'm out. Yeah, last new class was Bayo. I leveled to 100, right? Yeah. So it's only 60, so I can do it. And Dakaril, welcome to the stream. Welcome to the channel. Thank you very much for the follow. Hopefully you're enjoying the stream. You guys, Apu and Dakaril, are you Lord of the Rings Online players? Are you just checking out the game? Are you experienced players? If so, which servers do you play on? And have you any experience on the Treebeard server? That's the last new class was Bayo level, and then they changed it quite a bit, right? My Bjorning Gondo is on Landrevel, and he's at level 95, and he's wearing medium armor. So that'll tell you exactly where I was on my Bjorning when I rolled that. So this class I find interesting. Someone should really squelch Nightbot. Yes, Zerbit, I'm planning on it. I really am. So let's see here. Yeah, so you know where I was. So and maybe that's kind of the similar experience that you had as well. So at the time too, I gotta say, Bjorning was basically 3 moves. It was just 1 swipe, 2 swipe, 3 swipe, and then if you really wanted to do some fun, you know, you do that standing up kind of move where they stand on their back legs. So it is. Look at that devastated 366. I'm just chucking steins. You know, like this is something I could do in real life. You know, like I don't know if any of you watched Train Spotting, but there's a pretty big brawl in the tavern in that movie. And I've never been a part of a brawl that big, but there's some tavern. There's some that all starts with a mug chuck. So anyway, so Bjorning is so much better, right? I've heard they make sure you do the bear paddle whack that you knock down your opponent. Yes. Yes. Dakaril says, I bought the game when it first came out and got a lifetime subscription, but I haven't had a PC for a long time, so I haven't been able to play. I'm on Arkenstone. Awesome. Gondo, an Arkenstoner. Welcome to the Ark. Oh man, that's vicious. So Dakaril, I was on Arkenstone today. Not gonna lie. Zerb, I just saw you log into the game. Welcome online. Yeah, there are a lot of streamers on Arkenstone as well. That's kind of why I'm rolling a character there. I'm not gonna lie. I kind of want to do some stuff, and I dare I say it. I want to maybe possibly get to like see some of the changes that are on the live servers. You know, there I said it. I don't plan on being there for a long time. I'm maybe gonna play like once a week on Arkenstone. I was going to start a character on Evernight, and I think I'm just going to do Arkenstone instead. So, oh, look at another legend on Arkenstone! Mando and John. There are many of us that resemble that comment. Yes, yes. So, yeah, you'll have a lot of friends. A lot of friends on Arkenstone if you want to kind of join the Discord. I'm gonna put this here. Or Swimmer the Root, if you're still there. Can we get the Discord for the new folks, Puke and Dakaril? If you want, go on there, start a chat, introduce your character, list your character name, and if folks are on there and you need some help or you want to just hang out or say hello, then you can do that. I need one more Hendervale. There he is. So yeah, I could, thanks Swimmer, appreciate that. Once I get a PC, I'll start probably playing again, since I got a lifetime subscription, 500 Lotro points a month. Look at this, folks, look at this. I logged in after not playing for years and had about 70,000 points. Damn! 70,000. I think the most points I've had after being away for a long time was like about 10,000. I think I had about 10,000 points racked up. 70,000 points. Oh, there it is again, sir. You see that? Look at that one shot. 227. Boom. Stein. The Steins are starting to get deadly. Oh, I didn't take them out. Right. Get serious with the Steins. One shot, one kill. Gondo, you had 25,000 once. I confess that I think I bought some points for myself with gift cards this past Christmas. And I think I bought like the... by the time I was done paying for it, I think I had all the... Oh, look at that, John. Need a fellow brawler to run with you. The Steiner brothers. Those Einsteiners, right? Rick and Scott. Then I bought some expansions. Oh boy, yeah. So, Gondo, are you a sub? I bought all the expansions. Really need to get a PC. Oh, okay, okay. No lifetime. I feel for that. I feel for that, not for myself. I was lucky enough to get the lifetime. Unfortunately, I couldn't get my second account, which is actually Fuelus's account. I mentioned it on the server or on the stream a few times. To get that second account out there. Okay, so we got to find the second gear, and we got to defeat 12 goblins and the Blue Crag Chieftain. That's where we're on. So, John, is that challenge accepted? You get it. I mean, I could change Wardlow's name, you know, and I could go, do the Scott Steiner. Zerb got a bail for the day. Kill nicely out there, and if you can't do that, at least be smiling when you do kill. I always kill with a smile, Zerb. I do. At least I try to. I try to bring a lot of energy to this this stream, so it's a little less laid back than maybe I thought it was gonna be. I'll be honest with you guys, when I first started streaming, I wanted to become the Bob Ross of Lotro. You know, like, hey everybody, welcome to the stream. There's a nice little party tree in the Shire, right? Maybe needs a little friend. We don't make mistakes here, we just have happy little morale losses. You know, that sort of thing. So that was my thing. I didn't know what the hell I was gonna be, so in the end I was reading some articles, honestly, and it just said be yourself, right? So happy accidents, right? So oh, Zerb, I'm sorry, Zerbit, hopefully you still get that. Take care, buddy, and we'll talk to you next time. I think I said goodbye, but I'm not sure. I was just off in La La Land again. But anyway, that's just me being myself, folks. Sometimes I forget stuff, like if it happened like 5 minutes ago. Sometimes I remember things that happened 15 years ago. So it's a crapshoot. But anyway, yeah. So I read this article and it was just kind of like, you know, you want to be a successful streamer, just be yourself. You know, and I think you can't go wrong, because the worst thing you could do is pretend to be somebody else. You know, like I had an issue with a streamer a couple times. One of the guys, he actually raided me once, and nice kid. He's just a young fella. He was, you know, streaming Lotro. Came over, checked the stream, said hello, you know, and whatever. Real polite. So I went to check out his stream, and he was having fun, and it just seemed like it was the type of stream where it was like, if you were one of his buddies, you were welcome, because it was kind of like, but as just a stream viewer, I felt really awkward, because he kind of put me on the spot, like, you know, like, was making me feel like maybe, you know, I was kind of intruding on their fun, and all I did was basically say hi, but it was just like the presence, because I'm not in the same age group, right? That could have been the same thing, and I totally understand that, but you know, it's kind of, it was a little bit of an eye-opener. It's like sometimes folks can come into the stream and then, you know, they're saying one thing, and then they can, you know, you go into theirs and it's a total different ballgame. So I try to keep myself pretty even. Just try to be me and work with that. Oh boy. Parzot here. Or Parzo. I wonder if he's like a French goblin. There we go. All it took was a thing. Jug of ale. Completed Goblin Slayer. There we go. And you know, those are good. That's a good word for life. Is like, you know, you can invent a persona for yourself sometimes, like, you know, character you want to be, or you know, like if you're approaching a social group for the first time, maybe you want to make an extra special impression, you know, and kind of act differently than you normally did. But most of the time, it's not worth it. I find there's some free life advice is just to be yourself. You know, like it's honestly much better to be liked for who you are than like liked for who you aren't, and then they find out and then they don't like you anymore. You know, like that's lesson learned. You know, from my own youth. And also, it plays along with another good thing. It's a lot easier to just be you on stream, right, Ginger? I appreciate that. And that's kind of the way I view it for sure. And the nice thing is then you don't really have to change. You know, you don't have to change who you are to like fit in. You're gonna fit in no matter what. Like if the people are gonna like you, they're gonna like you, and then they won't change because you're never gonna change on them. You know, it's just building character, strong character. Oh God. Oh, I thought maybe I misread that and I just jumped to my death, but glad I didn't. Anyway, that's some free life advice for anyone out there. Sometimes it's difficult, I'll tell you. Sometimes, depending on your profession as well, sometimes it's really difficult to kind of be yourself. Like I could never be a salesperson. Like you know, like say for example, sometimes when I'll give this an example. You see, I have a beard, right? So every once in a while I'll shave the beard, and this one time I shaved off the beard, and I left the mustache, right? So I just had the mustache left, and when I took a selfie and I was gonna send it to, I think it was Basila anyway. Took a selfie and I thought, man, I look like a used car salesman from the 1970s. Like, you know, it was hardly John. No, it was like you know, totally greaseball used car salesman. It didn't suit me at all, which is kind of funny because my dad used to wear a mustache, right? Steely Dad's dad was a mustached man.
Will you stop and hear my
So I haven't played my Brawler in a while. I modeled her after Lucy Lawless. Yes. What was the show where Lucy Lawless? It was like Xena, Warrior Princess, right? That was it. I used to like her little friend. I can't remember what her friend's name was. It was like Jasmine or something. I can't remember, but. So yeah, so I looked awful, and you know, I could never be a salesman. Not because it's like, you know, like anything about the actual job. It's about me, and that's like, you know, sometimes every product has its positives and negatives, and you know, like even Lotro, for example. Like I'd like to consider myself. My dad had a mustache for a lot of it. Like looks like it belonged. I can't pull it off either. Right. Like it's. And I look a lot like my dad. I do. Like, I've got my mom's dark hair. My dad was blonde with green eyes. And my mom has dark hair, brown eyes. So I got my mom's features in that way. But my dad always had that mustache. Right. Eventually, he grew a goatee, too. It was kind of... I think it was flattering because I think he grew it because of me. Because I wore a goatee a lot of the time in the 2000s. The 90s and the 2000s, I think I had a goatee. But anyway, I couldn't be it because I'd honestly be like, if they ask me, so what's the bad thing about this? I tell them. And sometimes you just, you know, you may not sell a car that day. You may not make that, you know, commission or whatever amount of commission you get. But I just couldn't do it. I'm too, just like an honest dude, you know. I would not be good at it. I had that problem as well. Gabriel, that was the friend of Xena. So what do you think, Pink? Do you like your Brawler? Are you kind of you haven't played her in a while, but how far did you get on her before you kind of went on to something else? And was it just because you felt limited? Like what did you feel about it? I'm still carrying all that crap from the Shire too. Damn. Zerbit's Traveler's Steel Loot Box. Okay, so what am I doing here? I'm going back to Thorin's Gate for those two things. And then on to Gondaman. On to Gondaman. Let's go back
At
to
your
photos.
service. And your
I personally like
families.
men that are clean shaven. I'll tell you this, and this is in all of Swimmer the Roo's baby pictures. I was a clean shaven man. Swimmer's mom was the same way. Swimmer's mom liked men that were clean shaven. She was actually a New Kids on the Block fan, so she liked guys who looked like New Kids on the Block. Why she ended up with me, who knows, right? Maybe it was because she liked the talker, you know, or whatever. I actually remember we had a really good first conversation. We met at a pub, met through a dating site, and we sat and talked for like 3 hours. But I got her to about level 20. It's fun to beat up on things. Yeah. So Basilla with beards all the way. So I will say that a lot of Swimmeroo's pictures have me clean shaven, and I have a baby face, and I've always been kind of a burly guy, you know, so I've got a little bit of chunk on the face too. So when I go clean shaven, I look pretty baby face-ish and a little on the, you know, the beard hides a little bit of the chunk, I think, but I got to tell you. I started growing a beard about when Swimmer the Roo was 2, and this was back in about like 2008, or 2000. Would have been 2008. So 14 years now I've had my beard, and I've only shaved it every once in a while, and I really don't feel like myself anymore. You know, I shaved off my beard just last year. And Basilla looked at me funny, like for about 2 weeks. It was not funny. It was just like, it was painful. She just didn't even want to look at me, really. But anyway, and I thought I looked so weird, clean shaven. Like, it was like I didn't know who I was looking at in the mirror, you know. So I eventually went back to goatee. Yeah, ditto. Swimmer the Roo didn't know either. He was just like, nope, didn't like it, don't like this. You know, and yeah, he looked at me funny until the beard came back, so... But I didn't honestly felt like I looked like myself. Like I didn't. But I think if I was thinner, I honestly think maybe if I was thinner, I could probably pull off maybe, like thinner of face. You know, I could probably pull off clean shaven. But it's just been so long. You know, it's just been a long time. I don't know. Gotta tell you, there's always some times though where you just want to shave it off. It's itchy, it's scratchy. Yeah, when Swimmer was a baby, he used to just kind of like, you know, as I'm holding him, and he always used to be touching my face all over the place all the time. Just little wee paws, you know, his hands were like maybe about that big, you know, it's just little paws all over me.
I am at your service. Greetings, traveler.
Mando, my youngest daughter freaks out when I shave everything off. I usually have a goatee and then grow a full beard during the winter. Yep. She's like, nope, you're not my dad when I shave it off in the spring and start fresh. That's what I get. That's what I get from my living room right now. That's what I get from my son. Is like, nope, don't want it, don't like it. Keep the beard, Dad. Keep the beard. So, what is going on here? Oh my, we're getting kind of late. I gotta say, I don't have any more trivia. Let me give you guys one more riddle here. One more riddle for the road. One more riddle for all of you guys out there. Guys and gals, welcome to the stream if you're new. If you haven't followed yet, what are you waiting for? Follow and come on back on Thursdays and Sundays. We stream 3 times a week. Tuesdays, Thursdays, Sundays. Wait until I shave my head this summer. Oh boy. Mando. That'll be interesting. That'll be interesting. Okay, let's see here. I am not alive. This is the riddle, folks. I am not alive, but I seem so. Because I dance and breathe with no legs or lungs of my own. What am I? I'm not alive, but I seem so. Because I dance and breathe with no legs or lungs of my own. What am I? And one for the road. We're doing the Steely Shuffle. It's actually the Lido Shuffle. Wind? Nope. But I will say you're kind of on the right track. And that's all I'm going to say. It's a good little riddle. Okay, so I have to return the polished armor to Hallie. You know what I forgot? I forgot to do the prologue quest. Find no Scrimsong. I was right there, too. It's not the first time I've done that. Let me read that riddle out again, just in case you guys are stumped over it. I am not alive, but I seem so, because I dance and breathe with no legs, and yes, the correct answer, Mando, fire. Well done. Well done. Fire is not alive, but seems so. Dance and breathe with no legs or lungs of my own. So the correct answer is fire. All you needed was earth and water, and we would have had a party. Would have had a... do you remember? Actually, just earth, wind, and fire, right? It's just 3 of the elements, I think. For that. Okay. Oh, bring the armor to Hallie. I would have forgotten about that, too. Well done. Well done, you guys. Well done. Good day of riddles. Good day of trivia.
Well met, friend.
A lot of legends in this stream. Water didn't get invited. No. No. Okay. So if I name the last one, will you sing a song? It depends on what you want me to sing. Because it's late in the stream, so my voice is kind of shot. A couple of times I streamed for like 8 hours. I honestly don't know. I don't know how I did it. I mean, it's taking a lot, but water always puts a damper on things. Oh, Jinjar, just for you, I'm gonna give you guys a free dad joke, just for Jinjar, because that was just great. Let's see here. Yeah. Today my wife asked, "Can I have a bookmark?" I burst into tears. 11 years married, and she still doesn't know my name is Doug. Oh, I hope you guys liked that. I liked it. Today my wife asked, "Can I have a bookmark?" I burst into tears. 11 years married, and she still doesn't know my name is Doug. Sorry. You know it's a good one when I'm laughing, folks. Normally I keep a pretty good straight face, but maybe it's because I'm tired. Maybe it's just because the joke is that damn good. Anyway, on that note, I think we're going to end the stream. I'm going to check for someone to raid. But we've been live for 3.5 hours, and I haven't eaten dinner. So I'm getting a little peckish. Even with these honey cakes. These honey cakes are still here, and I plan on finishing them off after. So I owe you guys a recipe. It's going to be on the Discord. Swimmer, you want to send out the Discord? I'm just going to have a peek and see who's online. Who we can pass the fun on to. Oh, Lady V's on. All right, we're going there. You guys may be already splitting time there, but let's see here. So we're going to raid Adela Valathorn. And, but before you do, if you haven't followed already, go ahead and hit the follow button. We're going to be back Thursday about 4:45 Eastern. And then on Sunday, may start a little early on Sunday, may start a little late, or may go a little late. We'll see. But anyway, thank you so much, everybody who joined me this evening. And, it was really a fun stream. I'm really enjoying this Brawler, and the chat about the Brawler is great. Hope you guys are maybe learning a few new things. If you're looking at Treebeard, perhaps for the difficulty level, it might appeal to you more. Anyway, thank you all for coming. We're going to raid Adela, and I call her Lady V. That's kind of my thing for her. And, oh, you're welcome, John. Thank you all for coming. John, Swimmer, Mando, Zerbit's Gone, Pink, the Jump Random, Apuk, Dakaril, some new folks, Gondo, all the legends. Thank you very much. I'm going to play you a song, and then we'll go for a raid. So we'll see you all next time for Middle Earth.